Just go to switch users and log back in as you. I was closer.
Hey everybody.
Hi guys. Thanks for waiting around. We were a couple minutes late as we tried to get just a few things done. Quick rundown of what we're going to do today. We are going to draw the third winner for the AccuVid 1000 Sous Vide Circulator from Hamilton Beach Commercial out of just the viewers during the live stream. Have to be present to win. We'll call your name. We'll wait for you to respond in the comments saying you're here. If we don't hear from you in 5 minutes, we'll move on.
We will triple check.
We will triple check
who the winner is this time.
Absolutely 100%. You will meet London, who is our new social media person. She's taking care of everything. I will leave it to Patrick and her to monitor that, make sure that we're getting your names if you are responding. We're also going to draw the 2 winners of this that we had going all month. It was not a great participation month. So
I don't know why not.
I'm not sure. So we might have an idea. I don't know that it's necessarily the Sous Vide's fault. Part of it is all month long. When you went to waltonsinc.com, there was no link in the top right corner.
Oh.
The entire month. We carried it out at the beginning of the month. We never removed it.
Okay.
So that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But also, May's winner never responded. So we are going to redraw that. That's the meat processing kit. It was a vacuum sealer, a stuffer, and a few other things. Now, I don't have that vacuum sealer. We are out of stock on it. So I'll work something out with the winner. If they want to wait, we can wait. If they want to do something else, we'll do something.
Which one are we out on?
The little black one, vacuum sealer with roll cutter storage.
Oh, gotcha.
So the little Weston one.
Okay.
I am drinking Iron Maiden's beer, Trooper. This is in honor of Patrick. who is a big Iron Maiden fan.
Yeah, Patrick had to make sure that he told me as soon as I came in the room. He's like, dude, we got Iron Maiden beer. And I was like,
figured that would please him.
Is that like from the band? And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
that is just a really good English beer.
my only disappointment is it's a tall boy that's only 4.7%.
Yeah, kind of like what's the point?
Yeah. If it's a tall boy, normally you expect it to be a higher percentage beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
So those are the giveaways we're going to be doing. I also, depending on how the live stream goes, if there's a lot of people and if we're having a good time towards the end, and if winners are responding, we may give away one other thing. I think it's about time that I retire that 11-pound sausage stuff.
yeah, it's seen its fair share of
It has.
action.
Yep.
So it's not going to be like a brand new one for somebody, but if you don't have a stuffer, it's
a great one.
definitely it's better than nothing.
Yep.
It's still in great shape. I mean, John takes amazing care of everything in here. So, well, never mind. Maybe I need to take
No,
that back.
But I am going to replace the gearbox before I send it out because I shaved off some of the gears when I was testing something.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll replace that for them first. Other than that, if you have any questions on meat processing, please put them in the chat. Patrick, London, and Austin, and I'll try on my phone as well. We'll be monitoring those, so we'll get to your answers on that. Other than that, I hope you guys all know that we have started a podcast. It's been out for about 2-ish months now. It is a ton of fun to shoot. We're getting good responses on it. We do have an email address set up, podcast@waltonsinc.com, where we'd love to get topic ideas, things like that. A real good one came in the other day, somebody saying they want to know what got us into meat processing and like smoking and stuff and early mistakes we made. For like what got us into it, it's our job. But, for early mistakes and stuff, yeah, that's a great one. I've got tons.
Yeah.
Tons.
I have a lot there too because I've been around in the business at least a little longer than John. John's been around generically more than I am. He's much older than me. Much older than me.
That's fair.
No, he's not that much older than me.
I'm almost 10
like
years.
9 years older.
Yeah.
You're
what,
40?
31?
I'm
Yeah,
31.
40.
Yeah. But we made a lot of mistakes when,
Sure.
when we started
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
Lots of things that I look back on now going, why?
Yeah, why would I do that?
how did we screw that up? Like,
Worst one I ever did, defrosting pork for making summer sausage. I put it in a sous vide circulator and not even thinking. I set it to 120 degrees and left it in there for like a long time. Long time.
not good.
Then we did it, and I think it was your father was like, yeah, that's not what you think it is or something. He's like, no, that's breakfast sausage. I'm like, no, it's definitely Willie's. He's like, that's not, or whatever. That's not H Summer. And I was like,
Wait, is that what you did with the summer sausage? Why it tasted so weird?
I think so.
Is that the one?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Did you season it?
Yeah.
Then put it in the sous vide? No. Okay, it was after.
No, it was
That's
frozen
weird.
in things, and I was like, I want to use this now. What I should have done, if you're in that situation, if you have frozen log meat, let it defrost for just like a minute or two, cut it with a serrated knife, put it back through your grinder one time, and it'll be perfect. All broken up, nice to use, and you don't have to wait for it all to defrost. That should definitely be a Meat Hack Monday coming up here, because that is a really easy way to do it. Got to clean your grinder one more time, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Here's something, though. You're going to have to draw all the winners.
Oh, I will gladly do that, sir.
You're going to torment everybody, too, aren't you? You're going to say, this winner is from
Oh, yeah,
the
I'm gonna drag it
northeastern
out.
part of this country. So, awesome.
Well, I'm getting a lot of requests, and by a lot, I mean one to see me in London. So
Yeah, go for it.
flash over.
Go for it.
Hey guys, you know me. This is the new social media
Well done.
video editor, London. Say what's up.
What's up, guys?
So London is taking care of most of the social media stuff. If you send something in through a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, she'll be the one responding it. If she has questions on processing, we have sat her down and made her watch a ridiculous number of videos. So she should be very sick of myself and Austin at this point. But she's getting a good base of knowledge from that, but we are literally sitting right next to her. So if she's answering processing questions, that information is coming from probably myself. If I don't know, I'll go to, I don't even really go to, I can't say I'd go to you anymore. I feel like.
Oh, you feel like you outgrew me?
I feel like, yeah.
Oh, come
with
on.
processing things.
Actually, yeah, I still think there are things that I have some more knowledge on you than, but there's a lot of things that you know more than I do at this point.
There are definitely, especially when it gets to like some of the commercial stuff, and I don't mean like commercial processing stuff, but like processes that commercial people go through. Like I definitely, way more than I do.
I've definitely been more experienced to that than you have, but matter of time. It won't be long, and I'm just gonna get shoved under the table here, and John won't need me anymore. So this might be the last live stream I do. I don't know.
Ooh.
We'll see. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
And I'm jokingly saying you're gonna like cut me
Just
up into
push you
pieces,
totally off.
grind me just like Carol Baskin did to her husband, and just throw me under the table.
You'd make delicious sausage.
Perfect.
No question about that.
Feed me to the tigers.
So you have High Beam.
Yes, the best beer in the world. The staple go-to IPA, and John is cringing on the inside right now as I say this, but when you don't know what to drink, High Beam is always the right answer. So
Sure. I disagree strongly, but wouldn't quite say vehemently.
Vehemently?
Vehemently. I wouldn't say vehemently.
I would say vehemently.
It's the same word.
You New York people.
Candace Kleist, who's been with us a bunch of times, said that she had no sound on Patrick or London while you guys were talking. Did anyone else not hear Patrick?
I think Patrick commented that it was just really low.
Yeah, these mics are hard to test. In fact, as soon as I'm done saying this, I'm going to throw on my headphones and listen to exactly how loud it is, because they have lapel mics and we have these awesome, really good podcasting mics essentially. So it's just a tough gauge.
So Tex wants to know how we are celebrating America this weekend. I am going to make some awesome Argentinian-style barbecue.
And we got just one of those in to sample,
got just
right?
one that I'm going to be trying.
I'm glad you get to try it. Tex, we'll be sure to let you know how it tastes and what it's like. So.
Sure. Give them a vague idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to Table Rock Lake in Missouri, spending it at a camp out there with my wife and some friends.
Not to sidetrack too much, but a very important point was just brought up that I have not addressed yet.
Okay.
London, are you on Team Orange or Team Blue?
Oh no, am I supposed to pick teams now?
You kind of should. You don't have to yet. If you're undecided, you can remain undecided for the moment, but you'll have to choose one eventually.
Well, I'm kind of in the middle right now. I'm about halfway through all of you guys' videos, so I feel like I know you way more than I actually do. But I kind of want to just get to know you guys in person, not on the screen, before I choose which team I belong to.
We will hold that off for a future live stream here. Thanks, Papa Sop, for throwing that out.
That's a couple people who I've seen said that Austin is Team Pink.
Yeah, I was just
more
about
than
to say
just
that.
one, right?
Dude, this shirt is not as pink as it looks on camera.
I'd
That's
say it's
accurate.
a salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not look that pink. It looks way pinker on there. And I'm not this red. Like, I'm not beet red.
I am not as ghostly as I appear.
That's not accurate.
Okay, maybe
That's
I
a correct
am,
representation.
Maybe I am this
of
white
what
and
you look
ghostly,
like.
but you know.
And then, so for anyone who hasn't listened to the podcast, one of the things we do is something called Mystery Meat. And that's where either Austin makes something or I make something. We give it to the other person. We don't tell them what seasoning we used. We generally give them like a category, like it's a cured sausage or something like that. And they have to guess what the other person made. It is incredibly hard.
Oh, it's insane.
It's incredibly hard.
This was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be an easy segment that was fun.
Way hard.
Yeah, it's insane.
So far, we've gotten things right once, and it was when I gave Austin some andouille, and that's a fairly identifiable. It's pretty identifiable.
I don't.
I mean, it was a good guess. Absolutely, it was a good job. I'm not taking it away from you.
No, I'll be honest. I don't know how or why I got that one. There were other ones that I should have gotten over that.
More than that, yeah.
You missed. Well, you kind
So
of
mad.
missed Willie's.
So mad at Willie's.
You
I
had
said
it,
it's
and-
Willie's.
and Kurt turned
our
you off
guest
from
is
it,
like, that's not
and-
Willie's. But anyways, we have changed it. So now when you either the other person guesses it correctly, basically when you're wrong, we take a shot of up there.
Oh, it's the,
That is Jepson's Malore.
It
In
is
fact,
the-
I'm going to
the
bring that
worst.
over to you, Patrick, and I'll have you give them a close-up of this. It is the
is-
most
I haven't
god-awful.
Vanna Whited in a long time.
Yes,
so.
there you go. Show it off.
It's the most disgusting liquid on the face of this planet. I would rather drink straight crude oil than have to drink that
really
again.
gross.
It smells like isopropyl alcohol. It burns like cheap whiskey, and it's bitter like nothing else I've ever had.
Yeah, I've never had anything that's
A lemon
bitter
peel?
like that.
Like if you chewed on a lemon peel?
No, that's just sour. Like honestly, I kind of enjoy that. Like that's
Oh, the
good.
lemon
Sour,
peel. Okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
sour's good. Love sour.
That's way-
bitter. No.
But a lemon peel's not really sour, is it? It's bitter, isn't it? Have you ever chewed on a lemon peel?
I mean,
feel like it's bitter.
I've taken like a bite out of it. I've never like. Do you mean like chew it like gum?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll try.
But
that.
anyways, it's bitter as something that's incredibly bitter, and it lingers with you for a long time unless you drink something else immediately. So needless to say, our reactions to that have been pretty
hilarious.
pretty
Yeah.
amusing.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something else, Patrick? Sorry.
No, I just pretended to take a shot of it. The second it got to my lips, I flipped over to you guys. So.
Laura McWater says, London, start your own team.
Ooh,
She
that's
can
not
join Team
bad.
Gray,
Me and
so.
Patrick could be a team back here behind the scenes.
Ooh,
Yep.
Patrick does wear the gray hat.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Patrick, Joseph Schlimmer wants to know what you're drinking.
What I'm drinking? Well, I am just newly entering the beer world. So I have a great influence, Jonathan. So he is helping me out with all the picks. So he's got several different. I actually got it. He had the hazelnut brew from last week, and that sounded really appealing to me. So I said, hey, next live stream / podcast we do, I call dibs on that. And it's a little bit darker than I really like. I'm a White Claw girl myself, so strictly white
So
girl
is John.
drinks. But I feel like as I get older, my palate will be more sophisticated, especially with beer and alcohol.
That's what happens.
We're getting some Team Gray comments.
I'm telling you, man.
If you two want to start Team Gray,
Hey, we're both wearing gray.
I'm not
like,
gonna-
let's
There you
go.
go.
I'm not going to teach them how to make groups, though.
It's neutral.
I didn't teach you how to do it, did
It's
I?
not that hard to figure out.
Yeah, but
A
then you
full
have to add
day,
the
dude.
picture because they need to like add the same style of picture.
That's fair.
They need
that
to
might
situate
take
it
them
like
a while.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Do we trust them not to like break the whole Meatgistics
Sure.
site?
We back it up.
Wasn't it
once in
broken for a
don't we?
while anyways?
It's broken all
Oh,
the time.
thank
It feels like.
God, that's over. So for anyone who doesn't go to Meatgistics a lot, there was a time about a month ago where you would click on a post and it was just displaying all the code, like all the HTML. It didn't do anything. It was a nightmare. And then for our daily users, they know about the 3 o'clock slowdown.
Yeah.
So at 3
and
o'clock, we send out all our emails, like our digest emails for the what happened that day in Meatgistics, and it slows it down. And as we get busier and busier, 503 errors become like,
Yeah.
it just happens all the time.
I talked with the developers to try to fix that, and we thought maybe we did, and it then progressively got worse again, and then we changed our email providers, and it's
not
still
helping.
not better,
No.
and it's
Growing pains.
We're probably just gonna sit down and pay them to
Sure.
write a whole new system, which is kind of silly because the platform we use is not like it's not our own homegrown thing. It's not
No, it's
a small platform. It's a
Yeah.
pretty decent sized platform that.
But-
I don't feel like we're sending that many emails. We send what 10,000 emails at a time.
Yeah, think about what you just said. Like, that's a lot.
Well, on our monthly emails and other special stuff, we send 100,000
100,000, yeah.
emails. So
Yeah, and for anyone who's not signed up for our emails, you can join our newsletter list on waltonsinc.com at the bottom. For anyone who is, we sent you a lot of emails today, and you're getting another one. Kind of segue into that. Do you want to talk about?
Oh,
Don?
yeah. So, little segue here. Don't want to get the mood too deep, dark, and heavy. But we do have a little bit of news to share with you guys from the Walton family here. Don Walton, who is my grandpa, he started Walton's Inc. originally as Midwestern Research and Supply in 1986, and he passed away this weekend. He was connected to a lot of our customers, a lot of our employees. He was a people person that knew everybody, and he thrived off of knowing and meeting everyone in the world he could. So I know some of you watching aren't going to know who he is, but some of you are, and we just want to share with you guys that Don is no longer with us. He had been in and out of the hospital for a bit. He was on hospice care for the last several days, week or so, but he did pass away on Sunday. And his memorial service is going to be this Friday, July 3rd at 10 a.m. in the morning at Country Acres Baptist Church in Wichita, Kansas. There is also a memorial set up for him, and you can read more about Don by subscribing to our email list. We're going to send out an email later tonight. I have a post ready on Meatgistics that I'm going to post as soon as we're done here. But to give you kind of the whole detail on Don as quick as I can, is he was a KFDI DJ, which is a country music station here in Wichita. He was the DJ for 20 years. He was a top 5 finalist for 5 years in a row for the CMA DJ of the Year. He was a pretty big deal when it came to country music back in his day. And he knew all the big names. Then he, for whatever reason, decided to get out. He saw some opportunities to do something different, and he started Midwestern Research and Supply in 1986. He joined with my dad in 1996, and they bought out another company, created more of today as what you know as Walton's Inc. The name was still Midwestern Research and Supply at that point. But in 2009, Don retired, spent some more time traveling with his wife and just living life. And then over the past few months here, he's just kind of declined on health. So he passed away on Sunday. But hopefully anybody out there that knows him maybe will remember his KFDI days. Yeah, will remember him from his time here at Midwestern and Walton's. But we're definitely going to miss him. But at least to let you guys all know what's going on in the Walton family right now.
Yeah, he really was an extremely nice man. I think I'd only been here a month or two when I first met him, and I just thought he was a customer who had walked into the store, because he was just, he's just very unassuming. For anyone who doesn't know, at KFDI, his name was Little Donnie Doodad.
Yeah.
And when I first worked in customer service, there was one point where it was really just, I think really just two of us and the manager. And we were so ridiculously busy as the business continued to grow. We were getting calls, and someone called in, and they're like, hey, let me talk to Little Donnie Doodad. And I'm like, I don't have time for prank calls. And like, there's no Little Donnie Doodad here. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw Ashley, our old customer service manager, going, I'm like, what? And she's like, that's Don. I was like, oh, whoops. Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of my introduction to the whole Little Donnie Doodad thing. The man had an amazing voice. He did all of our radio ads for a long time, and we used to have commercial customers call in and ask to be put onto our phone system just to hear his comments. I mean, really an incredibly smooth radio voice.
Yeah, his I don't want to downgrade him too much. His voice deteriorated a little bit over the years because he was a chain smoker for 50 years. But his voice, I mean, it is just, it's
Still better
what
than
you
yours or mine right
oh
now.
yeah, it's what you expect out of somebody on the radio. And he is actually, if you call in to our 800 number or local number, you can ask to be put on hold just to listen to Don. Please don't everyone call right now, because our phone system
Sorry, customer service.
will not appreciate that at the moment, while people are trying to call in and get their orders in before the end of the day. But he still does our hold music, in a sense that we have a bunch of different recordings and whatnot of him that we will probably continue to use those on our hold system for our phone messages as long as we can. But
So I've got something that could be the contest or the giveaway for the 11-pound stuffer. Or we could do something else. I just checked Meatgistics and it's nowhere on there, but it is somewhere and I know where it is. The first person to answer what the name of the business was that he purchased.
oh yeah, I didn't say that. So
So when they were
Well,
next door and he bought
did
X.
you search for it?
No, I know. Yeah, I searched on Meatgistics.
Did it pull up the test
Nope.
thing?
No, it's not on there. It's somewhere else. It's in some media.
Where?
I don't
Okay.
want to say. But it's not on. It's not written out anywhere. They're gonna have to dig for this.
Okay, yeah. Heck, if someone can tell us in the comments what company my grandpa and dad bought out in 1996. So Midwestern Research and Supply was the company that my grandpa Don had. Dad and Don bought out another company to make more of what is today Walton's. Tell us the name of that company, and we'll definitely give you something.
And if it's not in here, London, what's the easiest social media to monitor?
Instagram, Facebook, or
So
Twitter.
if we can't get it on Instagram, the first person to post the answer to our, like, what time was that? 2:20. We sent out a post about this live stream. The first person to answer there with the correct name will win that.
We got a guess by someone named Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Right.
What was the name of it?
Advantage Food Equipment and Supplies.
Oh, that's
We
That's not a
bought
bad guess.
Advantage out 3 years ago,
About
I want
that.
to say. But that was after Dawn retired, so that was in like 2017. We're
You're
looking for
almost-
the business we bought out in 1996.
Yeah, you're almost certainly not going to find this.
Oh, we got a winner.
Do we really?
Yep, Will Pierce, Holly Harneds.
Ooh, look at that.
So Will, can you let us know how you knew that? Did you find it, or did you just know?
It's on the podcast with your father.
Oh, is
That's
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I knew, or that's how I assumed someone would get it. I cannot believe. So, Will, I don't want you to give out your email here. Enter the giveaway using that name, and I'll find you through there, and I'll email you tomorrow. But I am really curious as to how he knows that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of other people saying Holly Hardens now, and I don't know if they're just repeating, hopefully
the first one
trying
got
to
it,
get
got
the
it.
first
Yeah,
one that's
first
in
one
there.
got it.
Because I'll be honest, YouTube comments, they don't always come through in order, but it's in order
There's
as
nothing
we
we
see
can
them
do.
in our chat
There's nothing
feed.
we
So
can do.
Will was far enough ahead. I'm assuming he was the first one, but
But I'm shocked that all those people got it, unless they're just
oh, they got it from the company info page on waltonsinc.com.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was on there.
I didn't know it was on there either.
Well, all right, whatever. You still get it. You still get it. So
pretty-
I will
pretty
go ahead
quick,
and I'll
though.
replace the gear on that, or gearbox on that, because it does need it. Then I'll get in touch with you and I'll get that shipped out to you.
And do you just want to have him like email like the podcast email?
Sure, do that. That's easier.
So Will email us at podcast@waltonsinc.com with your name, information, and whatnot, and we will get you set up with that.
But I'm taking my suction cup feet back. I'm not
No.
letting you have those. Those are mine.
No, send it with it. You're gonna get a new one out of stock that has suction cup feet. They don't? Oh,
That's what I told you in the.
yeah, I didn't read that very clear.
Awkward.
Okay.
Yeah, I took it out of the
Ignore
box.
all comments for
And
the
there was
last
nothing
30
in there.
seconds because John and I have more to discuss and figure out after.
Furthermore,
we're
we
off the
did
live.
mention the email for the podcast. If anyone has any segments they want us to kind of do, or want to send in beer to us, or anything that we want to have us talk about, or just general meat processing questions, podcast@waltonsinc.com.
Yep, that's the perfect way to do that. And as we continue to grow with live streams, I still really want to revisit have all the B-roll of something set up and go through making a product from A to Z on a live stream with all, like, hey, Patrick, pull up
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
video.
totally.
We can show things. We really do need to do that. I think
That
that
would be
could
very cool.
because it would give them the ability to ask questions as they're watching it, which could be really helpful.
If memory serves, I think one of the first live streams we ever did, we showed, but it was a very specific product.
Right, that was something, and
We need to have like a beginner course or something.
yeah, and that was also very early on. We didn't have as much ability as we do now, and we certainly didn't have the viewers.
Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, but so I guess also let us know if that'd be something you guys would be interested in. If it is, let us know what product you'd like to, quote unquote, see us make, because we'd just be sitting here. We could do it where I actually do the grinding, the mixing, the stuffing, but A, that's long, and B, it's loud.
Yep.
So you wouldn't be able to hear us talk over a grinder. Stuffing, I guess it's not loud, but it's hard to do that and talk at the same time. So.
You ever smoked watermelon?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yes, we
Yes.
grilled it. We didn't really smoke it.
Yeah, we did it on a pellet smoker.
Yeah.
So grill, smoke.
It was delicious. It was really, really good. Personally, out of that or salting watermelon, I think salting makes a bigger difference than
Sure.
grilling it. But yeah, no, it was good. And I can't remember. I think we did some with one of the Terrapin Ridge farms, like drizzles on it, like the balsamic, whatever that is.
I don't remember. I know we got that in. I don't remember you ever testing with it. I know you had
time
it,
ago.
but
Yeah.
wait, long time ago? We just got them in like 3 weeks ago, didn't we?
The balsamic?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of something else then. One of the original jams we got from them.
Oh, the jam. I thought you meant the new. There's a balsamic dressing or something.
Oh, no.
It was
No,
the
roller
jam.
jams,
Okay. Sorry.
A comment and a question.
Yep.
I believe, Nick Hall wants to, he's telling us we should make some gourmet fish sticks. I don't know how you make those gourmet, but
It's an interesting idea. Okay.
and someone has a question on, can you vacuum tumble meat and freeze for later use?
So,
Yeah.
well, it depends. What are you vacuum tumbling in? Are you just using a marinade? Yeah. If you're using a cure,
If Ryan Jones wants to
text.
answer those.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're using it with there's a marinade or something, that's fine. If you're doing a cure, if you're trying to do like a ham or something, no. But yeah, if you're just doing like chicken, you want to freeze it and then thaw it, you're fine. Hopefully he's getting good use out of that Marinade Express.
Oh, Tex has one now.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted the marinade that he no longer is getting, right?
So Tex wife called in to customer. Do you know any of this? You've been so busy and so many things recently. Okay. So
no.
Tex's wife called into customer service. They got her, or somehow she got to Dylan. And so Dylan's like, sent it to me. He's like, you know this guy or something, right? I'm like, yeah, we'll definitely take that. So I sent her like this big long email with all these different options. I'm like, yeah, he'd like this or this or this. I'm like, or you could just get him this Marinade Express tumbler because it's right in your price range of what
That's
you're wanting
cool.
to do. So it looks like he's been putting it to good use. So
That's very cool.
this thing closes really fast.
You can change the settings on that.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. I
You
don't know how.
You can tell it to never turn off, by the
Ugh.
way. So we got some questions out there. First one, somebody's asking, when is the new 50-pound mixer coming in? Good question. I can't give you a straight answer. I can give you some generalities. I know that we are in the middle of production on them right now. We ordered enough of them that it's gonna take 3 to 4 weeks to produce everything and get everything shipped out. We've got 2 new mixers and 3 new slicers coming out. Those are all in the middle of production right now. I'd say 3 to 4 weeks to have them finished, and then it could be 30 days, it could be 60 days, it could be a little more, a little less. It's hard to say. The global supply chain is in a little bit of a mess right now. So while I know that they're probably going to be done with production in just a few weeks, actually getting them here is a whole nother story. We're going to fight that, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But I mean, that would put us at what, maybe 3 months. That's hopefully worst case scenario, 3 months. Best case scenario,
But look what's
45
happened.
days.
Look what's happened with the thermometers.
Did we get them?
Nope.
No? Yeah.
Nope. So they got pulled.
Yeah.
For anyone who's seen our sales and giveaway video this month, we went live with it on YouTube an hour or so before this. I had shot our Walton's, instant read probe or long probe thermometer. Had included that, but they got taken at customs for
yeah.
extra inspection for
Yeah.
no reason. So yeah,
Silly.
but these things, when they do come in, if they come in the next couple of days, I'll put them on early sale, and we'll do just like some social media posts about these. Great little thermometer. It's got a magnetic. Oh, not strong enough to. It is magnetic. You can stick it to the side of your fridge, your freezer. It's got a nice large LED. It does from negative 54 degrees to 500 and something for, I don't know what reason. If you're doing those temperatures at home, you're doing something terribly wrong. It's waterproof, yeah, I don't know, and fairly inexpensive. We're going to be putting it on sale. I wanted to put it on sale for $12.99, and that's what I recorded the video at, but Austin wants them on sale for $10.99.
Oh, you recorded the video?
Yeah, I'd already recorded that by the time we responded. So
Can you do like the dub over?
We cut it completely out because these weren't
okay.
here.
Okay.
So we were waiting on them.
Okay.
But yeah, so as soon as these come in, we'll do a bunch of social media posts because it is a pretty great thermometer. Anything that we've found so far, at least, that claims it's instant read, it's not instant. Like
Instant's a relative term.
one of the ones we found that said instant read took 5 seconds before it finally stabilized. This, 2 to 3 seconds, and it still might change by a fraction of a degree or whatever, but within that time, it's like, yep, here's what you're generally at. So, but no, I think the fact that it's waterproof is going to be the best thing about that.
Yeah.
Can't tell you how many I've ruined dropping them while I'm cleaning them. You don't want to know for sure.
I won't ask then. So Matthew Hoffman has an interesting question. He says, where are Walton's products made? And that's a hard thing to answer in as brief of a statement as possible. The thermometers we're talking about, they're made in China or Taiwan. China or Taiwan. A lot of the stuff that we get from a retail perspective is made in China or Taiwan. A lot of the commercial stuff that we have made, that's like a meat grinder, a slicer, things like that, they're made in Australia, Germany, France, Spain.
Spain's a big one.
Usually European or Australian countries, that's where we're looking for stuff like that. China is usually lower priced things. And to be honest, there's a lot of things I know because people have a stigma right now, especially right now, about China. But you'd be surprised at how much stuff gets made from China. The thing.
No, they wouldn't. Not at this point.
No, I think people would.
At this point, I think most of us assume most stuff gets whatever.
I'd say 90% of the hard goods that you buy from a store
That's what I would
are
think.
made from China. But I don't know.
Real quick, while we're doing that, those will be in at the same time as that or before?
No, before. Well before.
So-
Those are in production. Those we're still
Okay.
negotiating and correcting.
Okay, so we are talking with somebody right now about getting Walton's grinders. They sent us a sample of something. We did not like it, so they sent us another one. We have some notes on it, but if they make the few changes that we want, we're going to have some pretty good grinders at a very competitive price.
Yeah.
And we will have them in the 22 and 32 size, which is what we've been having trouble with some of our suppliers right now. We ground 10 pounds. Patrick, you're going to have to help me. No, London. We ground, it was that second grind, we did 10 pounds in 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was significantly less time.
It was incredibly, like I couldn't believe how fast it was on a second grind. And then he and I did a third grind on unfrozen,
Yeah.
and it still chewed right through it. So
I was very surprised
very
on that third
surprised
grind.
at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully here this year at some point we'll have Walton's branded grinders that will have a few things like tweaks to them that will make them our own, and we think add significant value to them to make them where you might find something that looks very similar, but the changes we've made have been
Yeah.
thought through, heavily tested.
So FYI, because people won't know what we're talking about, but the stud change, they agreed to that.
They did?
Like 90 cents
That's
more.
huge.
So
Yep,
yeah.
that's huge. So that's a 90-cent change. It's going to add a lot of value to you.
2 things I need you to dive into.
Okay.
How to register exactly for the monthly and today's giveaway. And we're getting a lot of flack over the gigawatt seasonings. People aren't saying it's hot enough. I think there's something they could do real quick to make their product a
If
lot
you're looking
hotter.
for hot if you're looking to increase the heat of gigawatt, add ghost pepper cheese. That will instantly.
What if you're
increase
doing
the heat.
jerky?
Well, you're going to add some extra hot ground red pepper.
I was gonna say just use more.
Or
too.
yeah, but that's also going to increase the salt. That's not
Exactly,
okay for
that is
everybody.
good.
Not everybody wants that.
You know, it's all about me and I and what I want. Salt.
First of
More
all,
salt.
I am. Maybe they've changed something because you and I had the argument, and I proved you wrong with gigawatt versus
Inferno.
Inferno.
Yeah.
And gigawatt was hotter. Maybe they've made a change. I haven't made gigawatt in a while.
I doubt it.
Okay. But if you're making snack sticks or like a cured sausage, add the ghost pepper cheese. Those things together will be really hot.
Usually when something is changed on a seasoning, it's for a regulatory reason.
Okay.
Well, at least from things that I'm familiar with, or maybe it's taking MSG out, or this has been hard to get, so we're going to substitute and change to this that makes it work right. Their Excalibur usually isn't just willy-nilly going, let's just change this blend.
Right, yeah.
Like they keep it the same. They maybe change some sub-ingredients, but it's the same product more or less.
How many comments on the gigawatt did you say?
There was about, I think
Like
Candace.
15, 20.
Yeah, 15. Oh, I thought it was more like 5, but.
What?
No, we've had more.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well,
So
Candace
many.
brought it up. She said she thought it'd be hotter, and then Hope Ford said she thought so too. And then you got a slew of other regulars
Wow.
saying
Okay.
We
that.
have people saying we added the ghost pepper cheese, but we still want it.
Well, their
Oh, if
palate's
you're-
pretty
if
intense.
you've added ghost pepper and you still want it hotter, first, you reach a point where it doesn't become fun to eat things anymore, for the normal person at least.
Well, so if you have the ghost pepper cheese
Mm-hmm.
and the gigawatt, and you do crushed red pepper flakes and jalapeno flake, like, or is that
Jalapeno
just
flakes,
flavored?
Yeah, you're already past
Okay.
jalapeno flake with the gigawatt.
We
I'm trying to
just
help
need
these people
get
out.
some Carolina Reaper extractive and just
Think-
let people put like 1 drop for 25 pounds of meat.
Yeah, no.
Who's-
That's like the weapons grade
Yep.
hot sauce that Nick sent. Yeah. Nick, let us know in the comments if you sell that directly to people, right? Or do we want to?
No, he did. He said, he was
yeah.
going to sell
To
something
us.
to us.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if he sells it direct. If he does, yeah, Nick, shout out the
Yeah, feel
weapons
free to
grade
go
hot
ahead.
sauce.
Yep. So Nick Hall, who's he's with us all the time in these live streams, and we talk to him behind the scenes. He's got something called weapons grade hot sauce or something like that, and it's
hot.
It's legitimately hot. The only thing we have, I would say, that's up there with it is the zombie repellent.
Yeah,
And zombie repellent's not fun to eat. It's not, like, I like hot things, but you reach a point of diminishing returns where it's just like, this is stupid. It hurts my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts your stomach and other things. So just, I don't need it. But no, if you're making gigawatt jerky and you can't add ghost pepper cheese, try adding, I think it's 3% of the ground red pepper. That actually sounds really high now that I'm saying that. That is very high. Do not add 3% of the product's weight in ground red pepper. I think that's rehydrated jalapeno flakes is what I'm saying there. Add a very small amount of extra hot ground red pepper and just play with it from there until you're at whatever your desired heat level is.
3 ounces per 100 pounds.
Thank you. Okay.
Not 3%.
Significantly
3%
less.
would be
Significantly less,
really
yes.
hot.
All right, so add 3 ounces to 100 pounds of meat. As far as how to enter the drawing for this and for May's unclaimed giveaway, go ahead and if you're on a mobile, click. There's 3 buttons up near the top, up near your address bar that you should be able to click, and it should say View as Desktop or View like a Desktop. Click on that. Then you should be able to scroll down, and there'll be some ways to enter a giveaway. If you're on a laptop or a tablet, anything like that, they should be right over to the right of the video. Just go ahead and click.
What websites are those?
WaltonZinc.com/live. Thank you, Patrick. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching from anywhere else, you won't have that ability. Go to WaltonZinc.com/live, or you updated the meatgistics.waltonzinc.com/live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're on the meatgistics.waltonzinc.com/live, you should be able to do that as well.
Does /win not take you anywhere?
/win is for the months, these upcoming months. So yeah, if you want to enter to win, this is glass top. So I've got suction cup feet putting on a glass top right now. If you want to win July's giveaway, this is the Hamilton Beach Commercial 8-quart stand mixer. We are giving this away. Hopefully, we get somebody who wins it who wants to use it for baking, but also it will do smaller batches with the dough hook for mixing meat. If you're doing about a 5-6 pound batch, it works great. Just pour everything in there, turn it on with the dough hook, and 4 or 5 minutes later, you will have good protein extraction. That dough hook works similar to like a commercial planetary style mixer. So you do retain really nice particle definition on it. On any horizontal paddle system, you do have a tendency to smear the fat. I won't pretend to be smart enough to understand why it's different, but it definitely is. It's something I noticed. Like I remember I was doing something with your brother once, and he's like, all right, that's good. And we were using the big Tulsa, and I'm like, that doesn't look anywhere near as good. And he's like, pick it up. So I picked it up and stretched. Like I was like, that's significantly better looking than what mine is.
Well, that's what $10,000 does for you
Yes.
versus $200.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, we're going to give this away. We will draw this at next month's live stream. It is Hamilton Beach 8-quart commercial mixer. I believe, don't quite quote me on this, but I'm almost positive it's NSF rated, so it could be used.
It should be,
Yeah, it can be used in a restaurant, commercial bakery, anything like that. I think it retails for about $700. We're also going to include a Walton's hat, Walton's t-shirt, and a collection of our favorite seasoning shakers. So total package will be around $800, which means whoever wins is going to have to fill out one of those forms.
Maybe it might go on sale.
Okay, so maybe you win
just so we don't have to
for
deal
a
with
day.
that.
For a day, yeah.
No, more than a day.
2 days.
But
3
yeah,
days,
few
something
days.
like that. But yeah, so if you have like, my wife has a KitchenAid. From what I've seen, I know I'm not a good baker, anything like that. I would never use something like this other than to try to mix, a small batch of meat. This had very positive reviews against like a KitchenAid.
Wait,
people like this
Oh,
more
okay.
than the kitchen needs.
Yeah, I mean, this is much beefier.
Yes.
I mean, that's, yeah.
And it's got awesome little suction cup feet, which are great as
Did
long
they
as you don't
steal
put it
that
on
idea
your...
from us?
Everybody's stealing that idea from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that you can go to waltonsinc.com/win and enter that at any time.
Are there multiple speeds on that thing?
Yeah, I think there's seven or eight variable speeds. Obviously, it tilts back. You can run it without this covering, but it does have a grill grate over here that you can pour seasonings or whatever through as it's running, so you can add things as you go. Water, solids, anything like that.
I need one of these at home.
Well, you don't need this one because I'm giving this one away. But
Well, our users can wait another 2 or 3
No, they
months. And
well, I don't know. Maybe we do give away one from. Is this the one they sent us, like for us to have, or is this the one they sent us to give away?
both.
Okay. Well,
I
then
mean,
yeah, we'll
we-
give
I-
away this, and
I don't remember.
I can take this home. My wife can try it. Your wife can try it, and they can see what they like better.
To be honest, unless you just don't want it, I would leave one in here.
Yeah. No, sure. But occasionally, like, because it's not going to get a ton of use in here.
Oh no,
It's just
yeah.
not.
If it's in here, honestly, I still have I know I told you this one already, but I still have a meat grinder at home from in here.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I take stuff from in here all the time.
Sure.
Use it at home and then bring it back, and
Now,
usually it's
usually-
unnoticed. But I've had that meat grinder for like 3 months.
Usually, when I don't know where something is, I come ask you, and you're like, you just do that smile. I'm like, okay, you have it. Yeah, that's all right.
I stole that for a few days.
Let's draw last month's winner
Okay.
for June's. So you're going to draw
June.
2 winners. You don't need to be here for these. Whoever wins, wins. But then shortly after that, we'll go to today's live stream entries, and we'll draw the winner for the 3rd HBC AccuVid 1000 Sous Vide Circulator. So this is definitely more designed with the either really high-end retail or commercial person in mind. It's NSF rated, which is the biggest thing that it gives you. It can be used in a restaurant, can be used in a processing facility, it can be used anywhere for the most part. It's fairly expensive, but with that you get a sous vide circulator that will heat 30 gallons of water up to 205 degrees, which is a lot more than any of the less expensive ones you're going to find will do. So if you had, 8 steaks, 10 steaks you had to do, something like this would do that for you. You can put it in a meat lug, turn it on, leave it as long as you want, you'd be good to go.
So, like John said, I'm gonna drag this out.
Sure you are, of course you are.
So, winner number 1 is from the USA.
Oh, well, that's important.
Yeah, I know.
Wait.
When we only allow winners in the USA.
Wait.
you know.
Earth?
Oh, man, they're from the
What?
Milky Way galaxy.
Okay, here we go.
They're from the
I know that guy from
Sun
something, the first
planetary
one.
system.
I know him from something. Social media or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have better recollection
Something,
than
yeah, I
me
can't
on
tell
there.
what.
But, he didn't list a city, but it is a he.
Okay.
So it's a guy. Illinois. And our winner is David Hattock.
Yep.
So David, if you are watching us, let us know. We will email you in the next few days here with details on the giveaway and where that we need to send it to, but that'll be coming your way shortly. So David Hattock from Illinois.
And what did he just win?
He won one of the 2 AccuVid 1000s that we were giving away for last month's giveaway. Also won a collection of our favorite seasonings, because when we tried to not include that, both you and the viewers had a conniption during last month's live stream. So we're going to include a collection of 12 of our favorite seasoning shakers as well. And then we are giving away another one of those right now. And then from going to waltonsinc.com/live, you can enter to win one of these. And that 3rd one is going to be selected just from the people viewing today. The people who entered all month only got access to the first 2. They didn't get access to this one.
Yep. So our second winner of the day is still from the northern part of the U.S. He comes from Wisconsin, Cadott, Wisconsin. Never heard of the place?
Yeah.
John is just very disinterested with
Amazing.
the way I do this, but Sean Barksdale. So Sean Barksdale from Cadott, Wisconsin. If you're with us, shout out in the comments. If not, we will send you an email in the next couple days with all the details, and we will go from there. But
Because either one of those, you didn't have to be present on here to win that.
yep,
For the third one we're drawing, and when we draw the redraw for last month's, you do have to be present to win. So, just to let everybody know. There was a question way back before I started rambling about stuff on what the best jerky seasoning was that was non-spicy. Colorado. And then in my mind,
yeah.
Colorado spicy is also not spicy,
it's spicier than Colorado.
but not spicy.
If you went to a gas station and bought a
They would
jerky
call it
that said spicy,
Okay.
it's like that. Like what you buy in the general market, when someone says spicy, I never believe it. Like there are different ranges to it, but if it says spicy at the store, I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's
Maybe
got
I'm-
some spice to it, but whatever.
Maybe as I'm getting older, I'm getting more like sensitive to spicy because I now think gigawatt's hot, and apparently I'm wrong compared to a lot of people.
No, gigawatt is hot. I think they're saying
it
it's not
can't-
hot
It
enough.
can't be us that's wrong. It must be the 16 viewers who said something. They're out of touch, not us.
Yeah, that's how it works. My opinion's always right, right?
And then another one, what I think might be our overall best jerky seasoning, and this is definitely controversial, but the garlic and pepper makes an awesome jerky.
It sounds so simple.
It sounds so simple.
but it is so good.
Really, really good non-spicy jerky. Like you bite into it and you're like, oh, that's what jerky should taste like. It's really good. Works awesome on venison, works awesome on beef. I've got to make some pork jerky here. People have been doing it a ton recently with how cheap pork is, and I just haven't tried it yet.
So, by the way, thinking of cheap things, beef prices, you checked lately?
No?
They are down.
Oh, are they finally?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
My brother went out and bought 25 pounds of inside round.
Okay.
Because he saw the price of the store and was like, I think this is wrong. I'm buying it all. So he bought it all. He got home and sent me a text and was like, dude, is this right? Did I just get this?
Did you look other places and it is down?
I don't know generically like for us, but overall, yes. So beef, it's what's for dinner. They have a website that they track wholesale prices. Wholesale prices are different than retail. Retail, obviously, there's a markup to it for retail.
Okay.
But prices over the past like 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Trending down?
went from like $6 a pound on like Eye of Round down to like $2.75.
Okay.
So
So that makes sense.
yeah.
So, for anyone who listens to our podcast in Meat Matters, we've been talking a lot recently about antitrust lawsuit that's been going against the
Ooh,
big boys in
did
the
they
industry.
feel some heat?
I'll bet you something happened there.
Quite
so
possibly.
There are 4 processors in the. Is it 4 or 6?
4.
4. There are 4 processors in the U.S. that control 80-something% of U.S. beef production, which is just ridiculous. And there is an antitrust lawsuit going against them right now. And this makes sense because ranchers were getting an all-time low price for their cattle during the COVID stuff. But beef prices just kept going up and up and up and up and up. I understand that.
gouging.
I understand that you had to close.
It makes sense that it goes up some,
Right,
but not
that.
300%.
Not all-time high beef prices.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. So I guess I did see that because I finally, when I was at Sam's last time, I bought a couple of strip steaks. So those are mine in the fridge. I vacuum packed them. I brought them in. Don't anyone touch my strip steaks. No, your hamburgers are in there that
Just remember,
I made for you.
this
but
is a Walton's Inc. fridge. Anything inside the Walton's Inc. fridge may be eaten by a Walton's Inc. owner.
and a cooked product.
Or
Cooked product. That is a
No.
raw.
no.
I purchased
all
it
of
with
the
my
above.
own money, so.
Okay. I'm gonna make you label it. Put big
John's.
red labels. John's do not eat.
You wouldn't come in here and take a steak out of there.
No, I get scared when I come in just to take something else. I'm like looking at it going, okay, remember, what did John do? What was he talking about doing? Is he done with this? Can I have this?
Can I have this?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Hey, man, me too. You know.
Oh, whatever, Patrick. Patrick hasn't bought lunch in here in 2 years. Probably.
Today.
He
Bought
just
lunch
eats
today.
all, okay.
Because we haven't made a lot of anything in a while, so
Have we not?
not like snack stick wise. Like you, I think you're smart enough. You just immediately freeze it when we're done.
Yeah,
with stuff.
we've gotten to that point where we just don't eat enough meat anymore.
And I'm too impatient to smart
let
enough to let
something
it sit out a
defrost.
day
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
But we are doing some cool stuff tomorrow. For anyone who's followed along with our Game Bird Gourmet stuff, we're doing something tomorrow that is going to be the next Game Bird Gourmet and should, if we do it right, be the next big thing with Game Bird. I'm really excited about this. It
Like,
takes,
is this going viral?
well, probably not.
Okay.
But it takes like our favorite thing we've done so far with that and expands on it. So I'm
Okay.
happy with that. But,
Very interesting.
and then I'm going to do pizza jerky and snack sticks tomorrow. And I'm buying that log pepperoni. I'm going to grind it up with it like I did with the brats.
Oh,
Maybe we'll add all 4 cheeses too.
is that going to be ready tomorrow?
I'm planning on doing it first thing, so we'll
Okay.
smoke it tomorrow. Yep.
I wasn't planning on coming in tomorrow, but I might be in the afternoon.
We'll make
tomorrow.
sure we keep you at least a package.
How many pounds are you making?
I've got like 10 pounds,
Oh, okay.
a decent amount.
I was making sure you're not doing like 50 pounds and you're going to save me one package.
Use honey jerky seasoning on pork loin. Tastes like Canadian bacon. That makes sense to me. Yeah,
That's
makes
kind of
sense.
cool.
And pork loin, honestly, would be an amazing jerky type of meat because it's so low in intramuscular fat. I mean, it'd be perfect. I wonder if we did that with the Walton's Bold, the extra sugar. Wonder how that would turn out. A tender pork jerky. It'd be kind of scary to eat. Like, am I getting trichinosis? What's going on there?
Well, in theory, you're still cooking to temp, and
It's scary though.
because I'm gonna cook jerky higher than I would cook a pork loin.
Sure.
I'm gonna
That's-
cook
yeah,
pork
that's
loin
true.
to like
That's true.
145. I'm cooking jerky to 160.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Should be good.
But to be honest, we need to do pork loin jerky now because that is perfect.
We can do that for sure.
You just cut off the fat cap, throw that on a slicer, and just boom, 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 boom. You got little wafers.
Yeah.
Be
incredibly
amazing.
easy to do.
Yeah.
Brandon Brock's asking, any future ghost pepper seasonings? That's on Excalibur.
Ghost pepper seasoning.
Some of the problem was people who like heat really like it. It doesn't appeal to an incredibly wide variety of people. There was a piece of Carolina Reaper jerky that somebody made and brought in here. I took a bite out of it, and I must have gotten a piece with very little seasoning because I thought it wasn't that hot. So I took the rest of it and shoved it in my mouth and then was going around looking for crackers or anything to cut that heat. So for everyone who loves daringly hot stuff, it's fun for you, but the general population doesn't like it.
There's nothing for ghost
Nothing.
pepper, anything.
Yeah. So Gigawatt is the hottest thing they have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wood Butcher says you only need to cook pork to 135.
I
I'm
thought it was
gonna
140.
I'm gonna disagree there.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? As far like to be safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
135?
130 probably. I mean,
No.
steak. You really? I don't care.
Beef's different than pork.
I understand,
is
but when's the
different than
last
pork.
time there was a case of trichinosis in the U.S.? That's why they lowered it to 140.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
I
your
wouldn't,
problem with
I wouldn't do it. It's going to be as good at 140, 145 than it would be at 130, 135. In my opinion.
a steak is nowhere near as good at 145 as it is at 130. There's a significant difference in taste and tenderness there.
Nah, steaks
Yes.
are perfect at 140,
Oh,
145.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You should not be allowed to cook steaks anymore then.
No, you got like a nice crispy crust. You got the nice, just pink throughout.
You don't have pink
you
throughout at 145.
Yeah, you do.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
pink throughout at
You've got a
145.
nice gradient from
Well, then
gray to lighter
You're
pink.
cooking your steaks wrong then.
No, I'm cooking my steaks perfectly.
I don't know.
130 is when I pull it. It's going to dwell for 3 or 4 degrees,
Maybe on the
always.
next podcast we need to cook a steak for each other.
and we'll let them choose. Patrick, go to you.
Go to me. for
So
what?
we are going to let you guys decide who cooks the better steak, Austin or myself.
I was going to act like this wasn't my idea 2 days ago.
Oh, he did have this idea. That's right. But you wanted to do it on a podcast, I believe?
Yeah, well, I wanted to promote our future event.
Well, that's what I said, podcast. So
I didn't hear
I
you.
wasn't here, so
Hey,
great minds think
Not
alike.
your fault. That guy over
But
there.
did you have it
the
as
blue
part
hat.
of like an ongoing segment?
No,
So it's just a one-time thing?
just a one-time thing. Well, once we figure out who
with
cooks the best
with
steak.
the SEA guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the right guy to do it with. Have him come in and then
yeah.
which one is best?
Yeah, and see,
If you're cooking steaks to 145 degrees, I guarantee you he'll pick mine.
no, we're not going.
I could
Competition
unseason
cooking.
mine.
Competition cooking is so messed up. It's so messed up. Like, it is not what you want to eat at the dinner table. Two different things. If
So-
you ate competition stuff at the dinner table, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is I don't like this.
Is it more of an appearance thing then? What's the giant?
It's because you-
appearance, it's a single bite.
It's appearance in a single bite that you're eating 100. The judge is eating 100 of this item, so you do it in a way that it really stands out. So it's way over seasoned. It's cooked differently.
So
Yeah.
instead of a real judge, just whatever guest we have leading up to that event, I think,
Do something
just
like
to
that.
promote it. Yeah,
Sure.
but
Sure. Or just
just do it all the
we'll
time.
cook one and you guys can tell everybody who cooks the better steak.
Oh, cool. I mean, it's pretty tough. I've had a bunch of John's reverse sear steaks, and they are really good. And I try to replicate it at home, and it's really not good. So it's
Oh,
yeah. Well, I haven't tried reverse searing, but
Okay.
it's just yeah.
well, that's what you, yeah, that makes all the difference in the world.
I don't know if I have the patience to just hour on and then tint it and then put it sear. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. It just takes some planning.
So what are you gonna sous vide your steaks at if you're cooking to 130, 135?
No, if I want,
Yeah,
if I'm doing a bunch of steaks, I'll sous vide them and then finish them up. But if I'm just doing a steak for me, it goes on the grill. It doesn't go in a sous vide.
Oh, just
cooker.
reverse sear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, reverse sear is a better steak than a sous vide.
Huh. You need to drop the band hammer on some guy named Christian.
What do you say?
He's just spamming the chat.
Oh, Austin, I can't do it on this. Can you?
I can't do it over
yeah.
here
I
either.
don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Ban the spammer. Oh yeah. Christian Meta.
Well, if it's just like I can't figure out how to finish my sentence.
What's his Meta A
Block.
mean?
Christian Meta is now blocked.
All right, sorry about
Goodbye.
that, guys.
Wow, he spammed a lot
He
there.
did.
Over and over. Like,
What's the point of that?
So it might have just been like a pocket thing, maybe, because it's just the letter A and then
oh,
H. I think they're right next to one another. So
could
no,
be.
no, they're not. What am I saying?
Yeah. That's too
Or-
bad for him.
To be honest, I could see in a deal where I'm watching at home, I put my phone down, my son picks it up, and he was playing with my phone for like half hour today. Like, it's a picture of my wife and him on my screen background.
Right.
So he pulls it up and the screen comes on and he just like looks at it and like trying to press stuff and nothing happens. But if the phone was unlocked, you got a little kid around, I could see that. And he's just like,
Fair enough.
Dun,
So
dun,
sorry,
dun.
Christian, if we banned you for no reason, but you were hurting everyone else's experience. Can I buy different plates for my patio-matic? And then I see
Plates.
plates from you. So yeah, we can order them for you. I think we only stock one plate now.
I don't want to answer that. That's
Yeah, either
I don't
either
remember.
one or none. But yes, we can order them from them. and have them shipped to you.
The easiest thing there is call our 800 number, 800-835-2832, and talk to customer service.
And then Cyber Strategist says pizza jerky should be good. It is. My problem with the pizza jerky and snack stick seasoning is I feel like they go a little over on the tomato powder. Patrick?
I would disagree.
Hold on, now we got a guy posting the letter F over and over and over again.
He's gone.
What?
Jesse Elmer, you can no longer post. Goodbye.
His profile picture was kind of
Suggestive.
reflectant on the letter he was choosing.
Yeah, what the heck?
Hey, I think that means we're getting more popular if we're
Yeah,
getting
what are you
random
gonna do?
people in here.
All publicity.
You know, that's going to become an issue at some point.
Oh, he
We'll
said,
deal
hold
with
on, he
it as
said
we
my
go around.
bad.
I was hoping he was, so there's a podcast live stream type of thing that I will listen to every day, and they have Fs in chat. Like they start off by just everybody posting F. It's a joke. Like it's not that. It's like they're giving them Fs, like failing grades.
Oh.
That's how they start. It just makes me laugh. Don't give away.
Give
pull
away
the
another
winner
one?
of this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pull a winner for the AccuVid 1000, which is actually a pretty awesome name, from HBC Commercial. This thing will do 30 gallons of water up to 205 degrees, perfect for sous vide.
This is from the live stream giveaway,
This
right?
is from the live stream giveaway.
Okay.
So this is only going to be from people who have been watching, entering. So if you haven't, real quick, run over to waltonsinc.com/live, enter the giveaway, and Austin will pick this winner here in just a minute. Once we've given away this, we still are going to draw another winner. That's going to be the winner for May's unclaimed prize, which was a sausage stuffer, a vacuum sealer, I think some seasonings, some casings, some other stuff. We don't have that vacuum sealer that we were planning on giving away, but I'll work with whoever wins it to come up with if they're okay waiting, if they want something else. We'll figure that out.
Okay. So I don't know if this name is right. I'm pretty sure it's not, but nonetheless.
Oh, he's a Meatgistics user.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, he puts a lot of questions through TrustBot.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So our winner
I'll be interested
for
in who this
the
is.
third HBC immersion circulator is Fat Bob from
Oh, cool.
Pueblo, Colorado.
He just had a funny comment about anything that wears a blue hat is the reason for mistakes or something like that.
Ooh, I like Fat Bob now.
Well, Fat Bob, I'm the one who answers all your questions on the TrustBot through the website, and I'm not answering them anymore.
John, you will continue to
Getting
answer
banned.
those questions.
Banned. So can you put that into the chat? So you've got 5 minutes to respond. And so 3:43, as soon as my phone says 3:48, we're redrawing.
Imagine your parents name you Fat. You think his middle name's Bob?
Yeah. So I see a lot of congratulations to Fat Bob, but I don't see Fat Bob responding. And this is where it always gets interesting.
He didn't have to be here, right?
No, yeah, absolutely he does. He's got 5 minutes to respond.
Fat Bob does?
Uh-huh. Yep. Austin, how mad will you be if there's no college football this season?
Oh, never mind. That was Neil that said that about blue hats.
There will be.
That was Neil.
And not going to be mad, because there will be.
I guess he won't be mad.
Yeah, Fat Bob at 3:38 added
Responded?
me and said, "Ban Christian, please." He was the first person to mention
He's here.
that.
Yep. Even though I wear a blue hat. Well, no. All right. Then why would you not like blue things? All right.
I
so-
think it's him who wears a blue hat. I got him confused with Neil talking
Oh,
stuff
that's
about
what you're
blue
saying.
hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Apologize, Fat Bob. I will continue to answer your questions on the website. So that's it. He's got this. Congratulations to him. We will go ahead and get in touch with you tomorrow. I'll ask for your address. I'll go ahead and get this sent out to you, and I'll also include a Walton's hat, a Walton's t-shirt, And I guess we'll include the seasonings too. We might as well make it 3 of the same packages. We are still going to give away the May's giveaway, so keep entering at waltonsinc.com/live if you haven't. And we'll do that here in just a little bit. And for anyone, I don't know how to say this without coming off like kind of.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell me, I'll say it.
This type of giveaway that we're like, I chose this item because I'm looking to expand our
Products we give away?
well, yeah, like get more different, diverse people into our giveaways because I feel like this is much more of a baker.
Multi-purpose use, yeah.
Yeah, but not even necessarily multi-purpose because I mean, yes, it works with small batches of sausage.
Yeah.
But for 5 pounds, it's just as easy to get it with your hands, just
Oh, okay.
mixing in. So I'm hoping that we get like some bakers. I know Chef Raul would love this, work really well with what he does. Did you look through? Did you see the pictures of the cake?
You showed me those.
You
Those
did.
were
All right,
really
I showed
good.
them to you
Yeah,
too.
yeah, those were
were
good.
amazing. But yeah, look, I can't bake to save my life.
Well, I know we even mixed, what was it, seasonings in a blender recently. So maybe, I mean, that could have, if it has a pad on there, you can kind of blend stuff together. Doughs, it'd be real good for doughs.
Yeah, I mean that's what
sure,
it's designed for.
So. Yeah, I think it should have that appeal, I think, so.
But a blender would be better than this for mixing up a soluble
Yeah,
seasoning.
well, okay, well, I'm trying to sell your product, but whatever, that's fine.
Kind of want to plug this in and see how fast that goes at top speed.
Yeah, might as well get something dumb out of the way before Austin comes back in the room.
Good call. All right, so we're going to see how fast this goes when it's turned all the way up.
So Jeff Elmer, you want to go over to waltonsinc.com/live to enter giveaways. I knew something like that was going to
It's
happen.
gonna fly away. Good thing it has the suction cup feet.
Sorry about that, guys. Pretty fast.
I said it's a good thing that it has the suction cup feet because it looks about
man,
like
that
it was gonna
would've went
sprout wings
flying.
and fly out of the room, knock some of our lights down and expensive equipment.
Sorry about that. Go ahead and tell that guy what you were trying to
Yeah,
say.
waltonsinc.com/live and waltonsinc.com/win. I think there's even some set up on Meat Logistics. But yeah, for monthly giveaways, that's what we're giving away for the month of July. So come back the 1st of next month, and we will pick that winner then.
Yep. Are you going to have another one of the troopers, or can I have that last one?
I don't know. Do you have another pseudo, or is that the last one?
Oh, there was one more in there if you want that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do
We'll
that.
switch.
Oh, a re-orange. Hold the phone.
What's that? Tell me about that.
This is for you, right, Austin? Okay.
The re-orange, it's a very citrus and orange-heavy tasting IPA, but
It's an
nothing too
IPA that
crazy.
I like.
Yeah, it's
So,
good.
right? It's really good. All right, let's answer some chat questions here. Baking is a form of chemistry. Bob, my wife's a ridiculously good baker, and she's a chemical engineer, so yeah.
That's so fun.
OG Zerg says, yeah, how do you enter? So Patrick just got finished saying this, but for this, you go to waltonsinc.com/win. There's a whole host of ways to enter. Smoked pizza, somebody said. Austin does Totino's pizza all the time.
All smoked pizza's good. Doesn't matter what
That's
it
not
is.
accurate. I did it once on my Green Mountain Grill from, what's the name of the place that you always buy pizzas
Papa
from?
Murphy's,
Papa
like,
Murphy's. It wasn't, I would have rather had it in an oven, for sure.
Have you ever been to Bubba 33's?
Yes, that place is. I asked you that last week. You looked at me like I was nuts, and you've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. What is it?
It's on the southwest side of Town East Square.
Okay.
All kinds of food. I mean,
Their specialty is like pizza,
Yeah.
of course, and then it's like, but then burgers. Their onion rings are really good. Real tight menu, nothing too crazy on there. Cool decor. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, a bunch of TVs.
Is it a smoked pizza? Is that where we're
so they have a pizza that is like smoked tomatoes very strong smoked tomatoes that you would think the whole pizza is smoked. The whole pizza is not.
Is it like
But-
tomato chunks or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, really good though.
We do have a question about the number 32 Pro grinder, when that will be available. I think, did we touch on that earlier?
I don't have an answer on that yet.
Sure.
I'm still waiting. To be honest, at this point, we may have the Walton's grinders in before the Weston stuff is, because I haven't heard a single drop of anything. I've asked a few different times, and every time I get back, well, we're shooting for this, and then it changes. We're shooting for this, and who knows? At this point, I wouldn't expect the Weston 32s to be out anytime soon. Worst case scenario, we'll have the new Walton's number 32s in like a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months at the worst case scenario.
Now, I don't want to make more work for you guys after that screen goes black there. But someone was asking about a live stream code.
Oh, yeah, I always forget to do that. I'll set one up here real quick. If I can remember where to go here. So David Crockett is asking about a smoked porter. Is that like taking a porter and smoking it? Or is there actually a smoked porter that you've had, David? Like, what are we looking at? Because John and I, we have done smoked beer. We took beer and we smoked it, part of our Willet barbecue segment that we haven't done for a while now, but that was pretty horrible. If you actually got a smoked porter where they did it from the brewery, that would probably be really good. I would not suggest smoking your own beer at home, though.
Speaking of suggestions, Spencer wants to know if you have any suggestions for a pellet grill.
Oh.
Depends on the price point, right?
That's a hard one because I can tell you what I have at home, but I don't know that I fully recommend it or not. We sell Green Mountain grills here. They are awesome grills. I just have a hard time promoting them because they don't let us sell outside of the Wichita area. So we can only sell them to our local customers, which is disappointing because they are a very nice grill. I think you can get some other good ones. I hear a lot about like RecTech. RecTech is a fairly nice grill. But if you can get your hands on a Green Mountain, you're probably not going to buy it from us unless you're here in Wichita. But I do like the Green Mountain grills. They're excellent grills. I'm just a little sour that I'm not allowed to sell them outside of our
Very sour.
hometown area.
Yeah.
Very
We
sour.
we'd show them a lot more in videos if we were able to sell them online. But yeah, RecTech is one that a bunch of people have, and like my neighbor has that. I really like my Green Mountain grill. It's nothing fancy. I don't have the Wi-Fi model. It's the old one. I like it. It's worked well for 4 or 5 years now. The Traeger Timberline, a lot of people seem to like. There is something going on with one of the Meatgistics users right now with his Timberline, but that is honestly the first problem I've heard with one.
Normally, I wouldn't recommend Traeger until they came out with
The
Timberline.
Yep, the Timberline is a totally different.
If it's not the Timberline series, I probably wouldn't recommend Traeger.
their base model,
but
no.
their Timberline is
The
nice.
Timberline people have said really nice things about, and there is Ryan. What's the? Why can't I think of it? The charcoal, the gravity-fed charcoal.
That new one that came out?
Yeah.
I forget the name of it.
Now there was a problem with that one, and he said that one of the big sites gave this glowing review, and then actually came back and took it back because of some issues they had. But I can't remember what it was. But that one looked awesome. Now that's not pellet; it was charcoal. But if someone nails gravity-fed charcoal smoker,
I mean, it just
forget it.
looked
No one will
like
get anything else. Charcoal's
l-
cheap as can be. It gives great smoke.
looked insane.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
cool.
And it got up to like 700 and something degrees, so it did like perfect sears. When we watched that initial video, I was like, oh, this is it. Like, we
Yeah.
need these. But it wasn't a month later when that person
Well, hopefully
posted something taking back their positive.
They could work
review.
out the kinks, and then
Yeah.
their second
Yep.
base model will be awesome.
Speaking of that, for anyone, I can't imagine it's been a ton of people looking at it recently, but we did do a product review somewhat in the last like 2 years on a, I don't even know if I want to say it, on a thermometer. At the time, it worked absolutely wonderfully. Since then, they have done some firmware updates that have caused serious problems. And it's not just me. If it was just me, I would figure it would be my unit. But I've been trying to get in touch with their customer service, and I have a note on that video right now stating what's going on. And if I don't get a response in the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to take that video down and delete it. I mean, it literally went from the point where I could go anywhere in town, I assume anywhere really in the country, and I could monitor it from home, where I can't connect to it in the same building. So something is really wrong with it. So
I still think it's weird with those wireless thermometers where you have to connect to a second device and then you have to leave.
So that's the meter. The meter does that.
The meter does that.
I actually like that better.
See, but yeah, I only have the one phone.
I understand. So all that means, though, is that you can't leave your house with it. You should still be able to get basically anywhere in your house and still monitor it.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it works for like a desktop or something. Like, can I, if it has...
I think it's got to be something like a iPad.
Well, if it has
or-
Bluetooth, what other...
I mean, most computers don't have Bluetooth, so.
Yeah, well, maybe? I think most of them do now.
Do most desktops have Bluetooth?
No.
No.
I have the exception, I guess. So. Well, mine still has
Well, yours is-
mine still
yeah.
has a disk drive, but
Really?
I wanted that. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of CDs. So.
Oh, yours at home?
Yeah, mine
Oh,
at
I
home.
was going to say not yours here.
No.
no.
Yeah, mine has all the bells and whistles here, but without Bluetooth and a disk drive. I'm like, what year are we in? I don't know.
We've moved past.
I don't know
disk
what I
drives.
want anymore, man.
But we moved past disk drives. You don't
But
need them anymore.
Bluetooth though would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, so random, but related to CDs. So when my grandpa passed away, he actually left instructions for us. It was kind of cool. But we were to open his safe and get stuff out of it.
Nice.
He had written part of his own obituary,
Okay.
had written a letter to his wife and kids, and had a stack of CDs in there that he wanted certain music played at his funeral.
Awesome.
But he put them on CDs.
So nobody has a CD
And
player?
it's like, well, how are we going to get this off here? It's like, wait, we don't use CDs anymore. But in Grandpa's office at home, he has...
Doesn't the computer I use have a CD reader right
yeah,
now?
yeah. Well, we can get it
Oh,
off,
okay.
but most computers don't come with a CD player anymore.
Right.
But he has this stack of like blank CDs and blank DVDs, like the 100-pack,
Right.
like the big one, sitting on top of his computer because that's still what he did.
Yeah.
Like he would burn something off, and because he still has a lot of friends in radio, and he was still cutting commercials for some guys that run some different radio stations around the country. He would burn them on CDs and send them off. But for the rest of us, we're like, Grandpa, we don't use CDs anymore. Come on.
Yeah. Still, for an 80-something-year-old, he was pretty tech savvy.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Yeah, he definitely was. So back to the important things. Everybody wants to hear about discounts. Patrick brought that up from a comment. So we have a discount code. Whoops. Let me hit
I think
save.
I will announce this one. It is my favorite discount code. What's going on right now on...
Oh, we're doing a live stream
I
discount
was doing
code.
a special one
Oh,
for
we could
live
do
stream.
one for that, but it's not going to be better than mine.
Oh, it probably isn't. Yeah, I'll announce mine, then let you have the glory of yours.
Sounds good.
So
Stick around. Don't go right and use his coupon code.
Everybody wants their own credit here on this in this company, and I love it. It's like,
Is
wait,
it
no.
always like this?
Yes.
it's very
Yeah,
very
yeah.
competitive.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I didn't realize how contentious we are on the podcasts until he said something, and I listened back to them with that in mind. I'm like, oh my God, he says yes, I say no. Like, it's just, we immediately take the opposite position almost no matter what.
I think sometimes I don't feel like we differ on opinion on that many things, but we kind of do it just to do it and argue about it.
Is that? But it must only be on little things, because I swear we get along phenomenally. Like,
No, because as soon as you say, like, we did a segment on like the best bratwurst seasoning, I'm immediately just gonna go, John's wrong, and I'm thinking about what you're gonna say,
right?
And I come up with something different just because, honestly, partly for me, just because I want to be right.
I might not even choose my favorite. I know I'm going to choose something you're not going to choose.
Yeah, see, and we do it on purpose. Like,
is that healthy? I don't know if that's healthy.
No, it's fine. It's entertainment. It is.
Okay.
I think we do it for entertainment, because if you and I sat down and said we're making one bratwurst,
right? Yes.
We would come to a consensus and go,
is the best thing.
Let's do
That's
this.
Boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay. So we're okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
So Live 4-1 is going to get you 10% off and free shipping of anything at waltonsinc.com that's not already on sale, and it is going to cap out at $100. So if you buy $2,000 worth of stuff, you still only get a $100 discount. Basically, it's up to $1,000, you get $100 off. But the one stipulation on there, I will say, because people complain about this at different times, when we do the free shipping on a coupon code, it adds a separate shipping selection called free shipping.
Yeah,
so if you put Live 4-1 in and you want to get your 10% off and free shipping, you have to choose the free shipping method. If you still choose economy expedited, one of the UPS things, it's going to go out as that. You have to choose the free shipping method.
So go to view all in the upper right hand corner in your cart, enter the coupon code, and then the very bottom left, it'll show you the shipping options. Select the one that says 0.00.
Yep.
I need a Apollo Creed, like the top hat, the shirt, and the boxers, his America outfit.
Well, you know what happened in that motion picture, right?
I do. I'm comfortable with that. Because my coupon code is 1776, and it's going to get you 17.76% off of any seasoning at waltonsinc.com. And that is from today until the 5th.
Oh, my coupon is till 2 weeks from today,
Sure.
by the way.
Okay, so mine's not as long, but mine is better. So mine also caps out at $100, but if you're a commercial processor, if you're buying a bunch of seasoning, enjoy a free $100. So.
Is the code Austin Live and then the number 4 and the number 1, or you spell it FOR?
Live, number 4, number 1.
Cool.
But use 1776, obviously.
Honestly, if you're buying seasoning,
Absolutely.
probably a better deal to
But
do
if you're
the,
not, then no.
Can you stack coupons?
No.
No.
We can't.
One
we
coupon
literally
per
can't
order.
because of how our website works.
Sure.
When we eventually migrate over, we might look at an ability to do that, but it certainly wouldn't be
I think
take 1776 off, take this.
Yeah,
It would
I'm
be
sure
some-
it does the best of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I did here. So I just got a new phone, Google Pixel 4, and I have no idea how to use this thing. So I've apologized. I've done a terrible job at monitoring comments on this because I've had to go back and back and back every time. Where's my waltonsinc.com/live?
Someone's complimenting the Supreme Pizza Brat with the mozzarella cheese. Classic choice.
So if you want to do something even better with that, you take mozzarella, you take ghost pepper. If you don't like heat, leave the ghost pepper out. Cheddar, Swiss, and something else. So just make 4 cheeses. We went ahead and melted all those cheeses, and they're high temp cheeses. They're not designed to melt, so it takes some heat to do it. then you pour it out on like a parchment paper, cut it back up into squares. That way you've got every little bit has all 4 cheeses in it. And go to the store, buy some hard log pepperoni, grind that with your meat, and that's unbelievable. We've yet to do both of those things at once, but tomorrow morning I'm making snack sticks. Oh no, I'm doing the pizza jerky, but close enough. I'm doing those 2 things at once, so I'm super excited for how that turns out.
I mean, that was probably
Can't
the
be
best
bad.
thing we've ever
Can't be bad.
that I've ever had. That and goose pepperoni, and what was it? Popcorn pheasant.
Yeah. So we're doing 2 things tomorrow that might just be
Tops. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
The popcorn pheasant, what we did was we took pheasant breast, we chopped it up into little bits. We had an egg wash, and then we just had flour that we mixed a bunch of our Bloody Mary wing shake in with. And we did double or triple, I can't remember. I think just double.
I think
it
double,
went,
yep.
Egg wash, flour,
Yeah, you end on a flour.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then we just deep fried them in a skillet of vegetable or peanut oil. Don't remember which one. Took just a couple of minutes each. And the nice thing about it is as soon as it's done, it floats. So it just comes right up to the top. And they were unreal. You didn't even need the dipping sauces.
No,
we had
that-
some there, but they didn't require them.
Yeah, that Bloody Mary, well, because I don't drink Bloody Marys myself, but because it sounds off-putting to people who
Sure.
maybe might not be into that, but
No.
it just has such an awesome breading flavor to
Yep.
it already. Just a little bit of spice, but a good taste that you're just gonna want every time.
In fact, we should repackage that and just get shakers of that and just call it Walton's deep fry something.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be a lot
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Might be a little bit more appealing. But yeah, it's awesome. So we're doing something with that in the afternoon, and in the morning I'm going to do those snack sticks. So should be a good day tomorrow. And then tomorrow's our Friday, because we're off Friday for anyone who's looking for responses from us. And for Meatgistics users, I'm gone until Wednesday, I think. Taking Monday and Tuesday off. So. All right, sorry, I'm trying to get back to chat now, but
Hey, Nick, I see your comment about scrolling up to check your question, but I see some other comments from you, but I'm not seeing the question I'm supposed to answer. So, Nick, can you repost that question? I just don't see anything
the
in
last
there.
one I saw
that-
from him before that was okay. Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, I see some other comments, but nothing that sounds like a question. So
You have a fantastic relationship. I can only imagine he means you and I. Must
I
be.
don't know. We talked
Must be.
about
gotta
you
be.
and me.
No, it's gotta be you and I.
Grandpa.
No, no, you and I.
So yeah, guys, any questions related to anything right now, even if you want to bust their chops, now's the time to start filling the thread with everything, and I'll try to rapid fire everything. So.
Yep. So
Some-
Rob Christensen, we can sell the accessories for the Green Mountain Girls out of state.
Yeah,
The number one thing I would recommend for them is, I just put them on sale today, is the Green Mountain Grill grates. So
Yep.
my biggest complaint for the longest time with my Green Mountain Grill was that it tops out at 500, and that's like a
You don't have a
500.
prime. I can go to
I
550.
know you have a prime, and I don't. Thank you for making me feel small.
Do you want one?
No. But these Green Mountain Grill grates, what they do is they're like airplane aluminum, something like that, and they funnel the heat up into the points of the grate. So you get wonderful sear marks, and it's about 100 and something degrees hotter on the surface of that grate than it is in the rest of your grill. So they're absolutely worth it if you're doing a lot of steaks. It has made an enormous difference in how my reverse sears have been finishing out, because I've been doing them in the smoker for the first hour and 20 minutes, whatever, then pulling them, bringing them into my house, getting cast iron searing hot and doing it in there, but it's just not as good. It's better being able to finish it all up on the grill.
So Nick is asking about Meatgistics and the app for it. There's technically not an app. The way that our Meatgistics site is built is it's built as like a web app. Some of you may understand what that is. For those that don't, it's built in a way that it can run as an app on your phone, but it's still just a website. If you just go to meatgistics.com, it takes you to the website. I don't know if iPhone does this. Not sure. You may have more knowledge. But on Android, when you're on a web page and you click like the little 3-dot thing up in the top right corner when you're on a web page, you will sometimes get an option to either install the app or add to home screen.
I never noticed that on
And if you do it on Meatgistics and you add to home screen, it will basically put a link on your home screen that then is what looks like an app. When you open it, it functions like an app. It doesn't
Really?
it doesn't open up in Chrome or whatever browser you're using. It opens up like an app. So it's a slightly different experience, 99% the same. It just looks a little different in that it goes full screen and functions like an app would.
What button
from
did you
there?
hit there?
Add to home screen. You can do, sometimes you can do it on desktop, and I think desktop is where you see like the install app type of button. But on your phone, it's add to home screen. Where'd it go?
No, maybe it doesn't do it anymore.
Uh,
Try it again.
I don't think you clicked it. Add to
Add to
home
home
screen.
screen?
Yep. Okay. Okay. Now hold on. Click add.
Yeah, that's what it did.
This should be the whole or the whole live stream right here.
It's him trying to teach me
Yeah,
technology.
just teach you stuff.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like it works anymore.
No, you're doing.
While he's doing this, I'm going to answer some other things.
Is Philly cheesesteak brat any good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Philly cheesesteak brat is delicious. It's become a bunch of people or a bunch of Walton's employees' favorite everyday brat. What we mean by that is habanero barbecue or habanero mango is an excellent bratwurst, but you don't want to eat them every day. It is, Philly cheesesteak brat is something you do want to eat every day. And believe it or not, but if you add Cheese Whiz to them, and when I say Cheese Whiz, I mean...
I thought it used to be the
not that
can
stuff. Not
spray
that
stuff. John had to correct me.
This
That's
stuff,
what we're
it
looking
comes
for.
in a glass jar. This is what they add to Philly cheesesteaks in Philly. When I went there and had one, they ask you with or without, and the guy could see me, I don't know, agonizing over the decision because Cheese Whiz in my mind is nasty. And he's like, listen, if it sucked, we wouldn't put them on these, cheesesteaks. So I said, go ahead and do it, and wow, it was awesome, so much better. So I made beef, Philly cheesesteaks, like sausage, threw some of that on top of them, and they were really, really good. So yeah, the Philly definitely gets a recommendation.
Are we still getting 160-liter dehydrators?
I saw that one. I think we are. The Weston Pro 160L.
So I saw that those were out of stock the other day. But we had like 20 on order. Let me check really quick.
I had not heard that those were getting discontinued.
No, they're not getting discontinued. So yeah, we have like 20 on order. They're not here yet. They're supposed to be here in the next few days,
Okay.
hopefully. But with Weston, sometimes that's up in the air. So I want to say in the next few days. That might change. We'll see. But we do have a bunch on order here. We've started ordering a lot of those. They're going up exponentially. Like we bought like 20 of them.
Going up
and
in price or going up?
no, and just the sales that we have
sales?
on them. They started out like, we sold a few here and there, and then all of a sudden we're selling a dozen here, a dozen there.
Cool.
And now, for us to buy like 20 in a month,
Yeah, it's a lot.
they're starting to go fast.
So
that's
maybe
why
that's
they're
why
out of
they're-
stock.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what James Bates means by knives with a question mark. Did
Knives?
anyone else cover that or ask that? James, let me know what you mean.
Well, I got a good question. What's the best summer sausage seasoning or salami seasoning?
So salami's kind of hard. I
Yeah.
would go with the regular salami seasoning, the salami unit. For a while, people, I don't know. There's so much that goes into salami. Like, are you expecting it to be like the hard salami? What are you wanting from that? most of the time when you're making it at home, salami is going to be closer to a summer sausage in texture. Personally, I like our salami seasoning, but it's not that Genoa or whatever that you're thinking you're going to get from your deli that's sliced ultra thin and has like perfect particle definition. It's just it's something that you're going to smoke or cook.
Well, I mean,
somehow.
that's how you make it at home. Are you going to slice it thin, or are you going to do it in a way that you get particle definition? I mean,
Sure, but you're not going. This is not the salami seasoning that you can put in a dry cure chamber and just let it go with.
Yeah.
For that, you need to add other things that this just comes with cure. Like it's a semi-dried.
yeah, there's other stuff to add to it to do that with.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
normally,
but normally
people
you're not
make
gonna do that.
salami from what we sell in more of a. It turns out like summer sausage with a salami flavor.
Yes. Now, if you add the TSPX starter culture, you absolutely can make a ridiculously delicious dry cured salami with that. Dylan and I did it recently, and we added some red wine to it. It was awesome. That came out absolutely awesome. And I know I keep saying this, but we are going to start doing more dry cured sausage here. We've got the curing chamber for it. I now have a way better understanding of how to do it. So we will start doing a lot more in that. The habanero barbecue, the pepperoni, and that salami all came out just absolutely
Yeah, it was
awesome.
amazing.
So there's no reason for us not to do it. The downside is that we are going to give you very strict instructions on it, and if you can't follow those, it's going to be up to you to make adjustments. We're not going to be able to tell you, yeah, hang it in your basement during these months for this long.
And if you say, hey, is this okay if I hang in my basement? Like,
don't know.
we're not going to tell you, we're not going to approve it. We're going to tell you this is the recommended way to do it, and it's up to you. Unfortunately, just because there's a lot of liability there.
That's going to be so hard for me
Yeah.
to leave a question unanswered. Because there's times on Meatgistics where I don't answer, and that's because someone else has either already answered it perfectly, or it's something that's like a product that we don't deal with. I'm just like, I'm not going to spend time on that. But when it's questions like that, that's going to be hard for me not to find an answer for them. But yeah, I won't be able to.
Someday
Be able to.
I'll find you a dry curing chamber that's for the retail market.
Yeah,
and then
that'll
you
be
can
awesome.
Run off that.
And then
I look every couple months,
And then we will change the world.
yeah.
All right. I want to draw the winner for May's.
For May's,
So that is a sausage stuffer, a vacuum sealer of some sort. Hopefully you're okay waiting. If not, you're probably going to get the Harvest Guard, which is a little bit smaller, but still a good unit.
which giveaway am I pulling that from?
Oh, the live stream. Today's
Livestream,
live stream.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It's just the redraw. May's winner never
Okay.
said that they wanted it.
Okay, so we have Fat Bob. He claimed
That.
one of those.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna draw a winner.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whatever happened with the second person?
No, we did.
That's the two different
Two
things. Sorry. Yep,
on-
yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody clip that.
Are we allowed to be up here? Who allows us to be up here? I'm not really sure.
I always thought it was you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're the one who started all this. So.
I still report to somebody. I just don't tell them what we do back here. We are drawing. It says 100%, reloading, and Rockford, Ohio.
That's a
We've-
crazy name.
Jeff Brubaker or Brubaker.
I think it's Brubaker. I feel like I know that name, maybe from an email or something.
Jeff from Rockford, Ohio.
Okay.
Jeff, if you are with us, comment down below. You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So at 4:24, you have till 4:24 to respond, or we will null and void, and we will skip on to the next.
I think
Heartlessly.
I think
We'll
James has a question on boning knives.
move. Okay.
Yeah, I think he wants to know if the one with the color handles are any good.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're Walton's knives.
plenty sharp. Ask that guy right there.
Yeah, very sharp. They will hold the good edge as long as you get a good edge on them. They're just like any other knife. If you're using a junky sharpener, something like, and when I say junky, I don't necessarily mean that it's not worth it. This, what do we call this? The
Swiss Sharp?
Swiss Sharp. This does a very good job sharpening your knives, but it also eats them alive.
Oh, yeah.
That you will shorten the life of your knife like you can't even imagine.
Well,
with this thing.
you ought to be using a steel in between there.
But if it's like you just need a real quick edge, I use this all the time because I don't pay for knives that I'm using in here. If I need a new one, I grab a new one.
They're fairly cheap though. Like the Walton's knives, they're what, $10
They are.
a piece?
Yep.
I mean,
They're very reasonable, and they're a strong blade. I wish we had gotten the see that green one up there.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had carried those. Those are.
Oh, we can.
That's a good carving knife.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's probably one of the next things on my to-do list for products is different knives.
Oh.
Well, more knives, anyways.
Cool. James says he'll take some. So.
For some reason, I saw Brandon Bach's name, and I thought that was Jeff Brubaker for a second. I'm going to guess he's not going to be here. We're going to give him the full 5 minutes, but I don't think he's here.
You gotta say it loud. Jeff, wake up.
Jeff Fafa.
Yeah, Anne says she didn't see his name, but he may be using something else.
Yeah, the @ feature isn't always
had that. It's
correct.
not always accurate.
We wish it was.
Yes,
then
that would be
way
awesome.
we could just
We
give
quickly look and be like, no, they're
stuff
gone.
away.
Yeah, who'd we have last time? This big issue, guacamole something?
Yeah, exactly.
Goodness gracious.
So unless they use their username to
That wasn't
sign in
necessarily his
everywhere.
fault. It was Tyler, I can't remember, Despin, I think was his name. So we drew Tyler Despin, and he's like, I'm here. But
Yeah, but
everybody else
yeah.
did too. They're like, yeah, that's me, that's me.
For whatever
So
reason.
finally we moved on to next one. He's like, hey, no, I am Tyler Despin.
Yeah.
Last month's was an absolute nightmare to figure out after. That's why I am drinking a 4.7% beer this time instead of a 7 point something.
Were you a little loosey-goosey at the
we
end?
were past.
Yeah.
We were past where we should have been.
I would agree with that statement. So.
Yeah, I wish those, as the resident Iron Maiden fan here, those should be higher. I mean,
Yeah.
4.7 is just kind of laughable.
Are they good though?
It's an easy drinking. I mean, what's it taste like?
It's a nice English beer.
Yeah.
So a
It's
Bud
like,
Light on steroids.
Is it Newcastle? Is that the name of that?
No, Newcastle's is more of a brown ale than this. This is like a Harp, Bass, something
yeah.
like that. So somebody just said I have a nice collection of Walton's knives somewhere. Donald says I have a nice collection of Walton's boning knives. So Donald, tell us what you think about them.
So, FYI, while we're back to a slight break, because I'm making a break, when you hit the add to home screen and you said add, this is what's supposed to come up. So you can either say add automatically, and it puts it on there, or you can press and hold, and then
Move it. So why didn't mine show up at all?
I don't know. But as soon as you open it, so here's the big thing. When you open it, whoops, there we go. So look, it's not in Chrome. It is a full screen app.
Huh.
Like it is just like an app would be.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
that's one of the reasons I never pushed to actually make a Meatgistics app.
Because it's close enough.
It functions like an app, even though you normally have to open it up as a web page.
Right.
You can, quote unquote, install it as an app, which some to most people aren't gonna do, or
right.
it's gonna freak them out when I say do this, do this, do this, do this. But for all intents and purposes, it runs like an app does. So.
Rob wants to know what shipping does he need to use for the discount again?
So if you're using his coupon code, which was
Live41.
so Live41, go put all the items you want in your cart, go to view all in the upper right hand corner, put that coupon code in, hit apply, and then in the lower left hand side you should see one that says $0.00. Select that one.
So Jim has another.
Oh, there's Tyler's here. I changed my channel name back to my real name
Hey!
just for you, Jets. Thanks.
We appreciate
We
that,
hope
Tyler.
you're enjoying your item from last month. That's it, though.
That's 5 minutes?
Yep.
I haven't seen it, Jeff.
Nope, go
Okay.
ahead. Revoke and
while
draw
we,
another.
While we draw the next one, Jim Schuler had a good question about, do you charge a second shipping charge on back-ordered items on an order? So normal,
Oh, we used to not.
actually we used to way back in the day, like 15 years
Oh,
ago.
okay.
We changed it to no. What our current policy is that we try to ship everything complete. So if you have a back-ordered item, we're going to hold your order until the back-ordered item comes in, and then we're going to ship it out as one complete shipment. Sometimes that's difficult because an item is out of stock for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or sometimes longer.
Yeah.
In those scenarios, if it's long enough, we will just automatically ship it and
When the other
send
thing
the other
comes in
item later.
at no cost.
But when you're placing an order, when you're on the shopping cart screen and it says this item is currently unavailable, it will be back ordered, whatever. If you want it to ship right then and there, just email our customer service team at cs@waltonsinc.com, give them the order number from your order confirmation and say, please have this shipped as soon as possible and ship the back order later. If they give you any fit about it, just say, can you ask Austin if this can be done? And they'll get a hold of me and I'll say, yeah, ship it, you're fine. So
He's in a good mood today, fellas.
I only came into work today just to drink
For
beer and do
this.
the
Yeah,
live stream.
fair enough,
So
fair enough.
honestly, this whole week I've just been doing home projects. It's really been nice.
It's been nice, yes.
Yeah, because I was actually supposed to be on vacation this week, anyways.
Yep, you were.
So when Grandpa died, I was like, I'm not working the whole week. I'm gonna work here and there, but I'm still gonna take some of my vacation. And
Here goes, Mandy says, just so everyone knows, even though they messed up last drawing, they made it totally right. Mandy was one of the ones who, I think it was actually Tyler, had responded.
But he had a weird name.
Right.
And no
Yep.
one
So
spotted
we called it again. She won. And then we're like, all right, well, then she didn't win. But then in between, when we figured out he had actually
Mm-hmm.
been there, she had responded saying, I'm here. We're like, oh, God.
So now
I
we
just
have
wanted
to
to walk
we have to do like a final. And he's not here. He's not here.
He's not here.
Done.
We're moving
Yeah.
on. So go ahead.
so our next winner, what are they winning?
The May's giveaway, which was a sausage stuffer,
yeah.
a vacuum sealer of some sort. Might be a while till we have the one that we were going to give away, but I'd be willing to do something a little bit different on that as long as
Ooh.
prices are in the same.
We actually have a young person with us. I won't say their age. I don't want to give out too much.
Okay.
Because I feel like we
How do
should
you know
only.
they're a young person.
You have to put your date of birth
Oh.
because you have to be 18 years old to enter. So
Okay.
yeah. So Sioux Falls, South Dakota, we got Branson Tolliver. Branson Tolliver, you have 5 minutes. You have till 4:33 to respond.
Are you putting it in the chat?
Yep.
Branson, we will be in your town in February. That Sioux Falls is where Pheasant Fest is going to be.
I was like, you're going to Branson without me? That's wild.
Branson? No, I am actually going to Branson
Nuh-uh.
tomorrow.
Are you going to see a Mickey Gilley concert or something?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I think he's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
but-
No, we're going to Table Rock, and my wife and I are going up a night early. We're going to go to Branson and check it out.
Cool.
Never been there. But no, we're going to Sioux Falls for the Pheasant Fest. So that's where that is in February. We'll all be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be painting the town gray for Team Gray.
Well, we could.
I think we're going to be hiding indoors because South Dakota in February is going to be
Oh, dude,
cold.
it's gonna be
Dude,
bad.
Minnesota last year. Remember, my beard was freezing on the
Oh,
walk.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
They had like a cold front coming through. That's not normal. Well,
For that time of year we were
yeah,
there,
it's not
maybe.
normal all the time. I mean, they see those temperatures, but walking there, that was brutal. So
Yeah.
this year,
Well, Nick Hall says he's here. Branson Tolliver, there
Yep.
is. And he'll be at Pheasant Fest.
Oh,
All right.
perfect.
So Branson won the...
It's like a kitchen processing unit, right? It was a stuffer and...
I mean, it was an 11-pound stuffer. It was a small Weston vacuum sealer. And I think it was like some casings and some seasonings.
Yeah.
But I will email you tomorrow. We'll work out what we want to do on a vacuum sealer. If you'd like a small grinder instead, we'll work something out. And if you want to just wait for it, we're fine with that too. Because we are getting that unit back in stock. It's just out of stock at the moment. Now, we did not give away any meat. What if we give away, because tomorrow I'm going to make, I've got the pork already ground in there. I'm going to do some really, really fun stuff. So what if we drew just like 2 winners real quick and each one of them gets a package of those pizza jerky with pepperoni and the 4 cheese?
Oh, it means you're going to give some of my share to them?
I think I'm going to give all of your share to them.
Yep, that's fine. We can do that. Let's try
We're going to
it.
draw 2 winners right now. God, I kind of want to.
Before that, real quick, Rob is still having troubles with the free shipping, and I'm for certain he's asking if the free shipping option is the store pickup. I'm for certain that is incorrect.
Not. No. It's not the
Oh,
store pickup.
hold on.
Uh-oh.
Did you not do it right?
So
Austin
maybe
is checking the coupon code now to make sure.
I
that,
absolutely know that I did it wrong because I know exactly what I selected.
Sorry about that,
I
Rob.
Did it wrong.
He's fixing it now.
Yeah,
Hopefully
so
it'll
with
be working
the
in a
live
minute or
41 coupon code,
It is not doing free shipping right now.
it is not doing.
No, it's not.
Consider that live 41 right now.
which is fine.
Nowish.
So for anyone who already placed their order in between the time we did that and now, and you paid shipping, please go ahead and contact cs@waltonsinc.com. Ask them to check with John or Austin and to refund the price of your shipping. We'll get that taken care of for you.
Okay, now it does free shipping. So
Now it does free
refresh your page and you will see a free shipping option. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like
It happens. What are you going to do? It's
Hey,
not as simple as it should be.
We screw something
Coupon
up
codes
on
are hard.
every day.
Coupon codes are hard.
They're stupidly complicated.
It got taken care of, right? You know.
So it should be working now.
I still don't like that I screwed it up though.
Oh man, that's gonna bug you right before you go to sleep tonight. Like, man, what a great day. Except I forgot to get
that
the
one terrible
that
thing.
30-minute window where people were paying for shit. No.
So am I doing 2 winners?
2 winners.
2 winners.
Have to be
draw.
here.
I'm sorry, you said that so fast. I don't really know what you said.
They have to be here.
Cool.
Okay, we got somebody from Sibling, Missouri. Sibley, Missouri, and Bismarck, North Dakota. I like the Dakotas coming out strong here.
Yeah.
Bismarcky.
So
That's what I
from
was thinking. I was going to sing, "Oh, baby."
you. Yeah.
keep singing.
Nope.
Keep going.
Nope. I won't do that to you.
So from Sibley, Missouri, we've got Randy L. Meredith.
Randy.
You have 5 minutes to respond till 4:38.
Okay.
And then we got Bismarck's North Dakota. We got Dwayne Schmidt. You have until 4:38 to respond.
Hey Rob, if it's still not working, I recommend opening up like an incognito tab.
Yeah, try
and
that, for
and then
sure.
just restart your cart all over again. It
Whoa.
might be annoying, but it should work after that.
Okay, so Chef Raoul asked, and then Candace said, great question. Any decisions on the Waltons gathering the Meatgistics meetup yet? So a decision, no, but we've got tons of great input through Meatgistics and other avenues. We know what we want to do. We know how we're gonna do it. Honestly, if we didn't have all this COVID stuff going on, we'd be close to having something set up by now. But the big fear is that we go ahead, we reserve a block of rooms, we set off a weekend where we're just going to do that, do nothing else the week leading up. I mean, it's going to take a lot of preparation, and then everything gets shut down. So I think for us to be comfortable, not just for us, but for anyone who's planning on attending too, to do it, we're going to have to get a little bit past this, where we're not afraid that they're just going to shut everything down again.
What was the name you just drew? Randy Meredith. I see it
Randy
now.
L. Meredith and Dwayne Schmidt.
But yeah, so that's our big thing. I mean, we've got the thought on how we want to do the classes. We've got some ideas on what people would like to see with the classes. We've got a great idea on where we'll reserve a block of rooms, all that stuff. It's just waiting until we're not worried about everything getting shut down.
Yeah. So did you hear, or did you? No, you
Yeah.
sent me the deal about the governor's last
doing
order. Yeah, I'm
Not doing it.
Here's an interesting thing. I told somebody else that personally I won't be following that.
Nope.
If someone else makes me do it going to a store, I will wear a mask. But in Kansas on Friday, we have to wear a mask basically anytime we're outside the house.
If I need to go into that store, my first response will be like, I'll go somewhere else.
Good luck with that.
I've read contradictory things people posted about it being just unlawful in general, how it breaks other laws that should supersede the
Depends. If
recommendation.
you're carrying and you wear a face mask, that's federal crime.
Ooh.
You can't cover your face.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you don't carry.
Let's get
so.
let's get away from this. Let's get away from this. So in Kansas right now, they want you to wear a face mask anytime you're in public. I won't be doing that.
Starting
but
Friday.
I won't be doing it.
Well, you
either
can't
one of
shop
these-
at Old Navy this weekend. Sorry. Jeez.
Right. If neither one of these people have responded after this, I would suggest, do we want to real quick make another giveaway and just let the people who are still here?
If you can do it
Has it
that
been?
fast.
I can do that. I just need London's computer.
Cool. Rob got it figured out on the free shipping. He saved $14.
Awesome. Same for California. Can you mix Walton seasoning with water to make marinade? So, Brandon, there's actually we have a whole section. I'm going to post a link to that in a second. Thank you. To marinades. My recommendation is absolutely the Paws Black Bowl. I think it's the best marinade we have.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately,
Where did that go?
I agree with John in this scenario. Even though we sometimes purposely disagree about things, but no. Best
Sorry.
marinade we have is Paws Black Bowl.
Austin, can you do me a favor? Can you post the link to all the dry marinades in the chat? Something happened here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's because it's in as you. Got it. I'm going to switch over to me.
Yeah, switch over
Yep.
users. I should have done that
And for next
you.
live stream, we'll have a laptop for you for this. Because I thought it'd be a lot easier doing it with my phone than it was. All right, and nobody has responded yet, right? Either
No.
one of the people have responded? No?
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. All right, I'm going to real quick create a new, so I'm going to create a new giveaway. I'm going to put it on the waltonsinc.com/live, and only the people who are still here will be able to enter. Live stream giveaway. Copy. Don't pay attention to anything it says. This is just for what we're giving away tomorrow.
Michael wants to win your laptop.
This one?
He said a laptop would be a sweet price.
I don't know how that would be like a Walton's thing.
It's got a Meat Gistics sticker and it's orange. So
To be honest, it'd be cheap. It'd be cheaper than most of the things we give away. I'll go buy like a Chromebook for like $300, or a Windows laptop for $400 or $500, and that's cheaper than a lot of the stuff we give away. I mean, like the stand mixer here. I mean, that's like $700 At least at $700.
I think is that on sale this month, or that's just? I think it's $6.99
Yeah, no, it's $6.99.
I'm pulling it
after
up.
tax and shipping, though. Yeah, that's.
$6.99. John was right.
There's a guy whose username is John Me. He's saying we should just email the winners and skip this silly chat thing. Well, we do. There are certain winners we do email, and they just happen to not ever respond for the last 2 months. So now we gave most of those or all those circulators away. Now we're just doing stuff for people who are currently live in the chat right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you being live is your registration.
Well, hold on. No, hit Control. Hold down the Control button. Hit refresh, and then enter again real quick. We're going to give you 5 minutes while I run to the bathroom to enter as many times.
So go to waltonsinc.com/live.
Yep.
And if you're already there, Control refresh.
Shoot.
Just hit
Nope,
refresh. It'll
nope,
be
nope,
fine.
Nope, nope, don't do it yet.
Oh,
Don't do it yet.
some assembly required
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
live stream.
Yep. I definitely just.
Next time we should have a secondary giveaway set up, just in case.
Fair enough.
Ooh,
At
okay.
like a separate page, like win
Go.
slash or slash
Okay.
win 1 2 3
So
4.
now waltonsinc.com/live. That's once again waltonsinc.com/live. If you're already there, hold Control, click refresh, or just refresh the page. And to enter that, though, John, you then click on an icon off on the right-hand
Yeah,
side.
it's the same thing as they were doing before.
So there's icons on the right. There's about 4 of them. There's a Twitter, a Facebook, an email, and something else I forget. And you click one of those icons, log in, follow the instructions, and that's how you get fully entered. If you can't figure that out, we are sorry, but that is our best way to help you do that.
Yep, we already got 16 people entered. That was fast. Like they're on top of it right now, so it's working.
Perfect. Good luck,
yeah,
Ted.
what I did was I went to, I fixed it now, but I had gone to win. I'd put it in win instead of live. All right, I'll be right back. By the time I get back, we'll draw.
So Joanna Protz is saying, hey, when are we giving away that stand mixer? That is this next month's giveaway. So to enter the giveaway for July, you go to waltonsinc.com/win, and when you are there, that has the giveaway entry for this stand mixer. $700 stand mixer, super nice. It's from Hamilton Beach Commercial. It's like what you would see from a KitchenAid or Hamilton Beach or whoever else, but they beef it up to make it a commercial version. They add some extra ratings for it so that if you are in a restaurant, if you're in a bakery or in a meat shop, somewhere that's using this, it has like NSF ratings that you can use it in that scenario. But really nice mixer. So if you guys want to win this mixer you see right here, go to waltonsinc.com/win, and that will be open for the next month. We will draw the winner for this on our August live stream giveaway, usually on August 1st. I don't know what the first is. 9 times out of 10, we hold drawings and live streams on the first of the month unless it doesn't work for some reason.
So Austin, why should I join Team Orange?
Because no one likes John. No, there's Team Orange, Team Blue. You join Team Orange because Walton's is orange. That's the whole point. I think it was another one of those deals where John and I just disagree because we can, and it creates a rivalry. And those rivalries are kind of fun to just play off back and forth. But it's actually been very close. Like we've been within like 2 or 3 people on either side. He was ahead. I started out ahead. He got ahead. He kept the lead for a long time. I took the lead back a month ago. And it's just it's a weird deal, but it has nothing to do with anything but orange for orange.
Orange for orange. Okay.
All right. You ready?
As soon as I get through other comments, what is the stand mixer bowl made of? The bowl is stainless steel, and it obviously has like a nice little ring to it there. Team Blue ends up with the orange laptop because that's what John is told to have, and that's what he gets. Let's see. Yeah, no one likes John and Team Blue. I agree. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate those comments. And then Tim, I disagree entirely. He says don't listen to Austin.
Hey, Johnny, is your mic off?
Oh, thank you. Yep.
Team Orange is the best and would be a great addition. Go Team Orange. Blue is worse. Blue is against America. Orange for Idaho.
That's accurate at all.
What?
They're going to hate what we're doing for July 4th then, I'll tell you that much.
I'm actually putting my own comments into some of these
there you
comments.
go. That makes sense.
It said blue is for America, but I'm
Yes.
just going to...
Yes, it is.
Yeah, more blue, orange, team gray.
We do have to do a Team Gray, and they can both be in charge of that as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'd be good with
Right
that.
on.
My problem is I like the gray hat. It just looks terrible on me. Like
Yeah,
my
whatever.
head
Maybe
is not shaped right for
If
it.
we want to view it as a neutral ground for people who are even undecided on if they want to go blue or
so
orange.
they start out at Team Gray, and
yeah,
then
or if
they
they get mad
advance. Then they
with
advance to blue or
All
gray.
new users at Meatgistics
Just
start
default.
at Team Gray.
because
Which
then
is
they gotta
not
get
good
to,
because you and I would lose in like
Yes.
2 days.
they gotta
Here's the
lose
thing
a-
that always shocks me is when I look at statistics is how many visitors, unlogged in visitors, are on the site. It is always
It's
more,
insane.
like 10 times more than who's logged in. Like, what do you-
People search for something on Google, they find it, and they read through some stuff, and then they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going on.
So what if we put like some of the how-tos and Meet Your Sticks University behind you have to log
Like
in
a
wall.
paywall,
But not a paywall, just a login
just to
wall.
log in. Yeah, it could be done.
maybe the
if-
higher
if-
up
if we-
classes,
if
the
we
301s.
Yeah, if we were a forum only, I'd probably do it, but because we have a commercial aspect to it and we have the e-commerce side of waltonzinc.com, I don't really want to do that. But on the other hand, I know there are people out there that buy from Lem Sausage Maker, Cabela's, Bass Pro, some of our
And then
big
use
competitors
our
out there, and they
how-to.
use our information. And I really don't like that because you can't walk in or you can't even email some of those other places or call them and say, what do I do with this? You don't get the same customer service.
No.
Our customer service far outweighs theirs, hands down, no questions asked. You can't get the level of support from them as you can from us, but because we put it online, people can use it, and they do, and I don't like that, but it's hard to get around because
He doesn't seem bitter about this at
no,
all.
because we get a lot of people that find us off of just randomly searching for
Right,
something,
yeah.
and then sometimes they become a member,
Sure.
and
And a
they
customer. Yep,
interact,
yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
But other times maybe they're just a customer,
And
and
there's-
I'm fine with that.
But there's also, I can think of a couple Meet Your Sticks users who definitely found us using other people's stuff and now use Walton stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, in the end, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, usually, honestly, how most people find us is they might have seen us or heard about us and done this and that, but they're like, I'm going to buy from Bass Pro Cabela's.
Yeah.
One of the guys like that, or they stumble across one of the other online competitors and they buy from them, and then they go, well, this sucks. I want something better. How do I do this?
Right.
And then they're like, oh, hey, Walton's, they have better products. They have more information, and then they buy from us.
Right.
We get a lot of secondhand traffic, but then the people that come to us, they stay forever because they
Generally.
realize, like, yeah, we are better than the others.
All right, draw 2 winners. And again, you're going to have to be here, but if you've left in the last 5 minutes, I don't know what to tell you. That's your problem.
I'll let you announce this time.
We've got 2 winners. We've got Herb Manifold and Elliot Hoefs. So
Manifold?
Herb and Elliot, go ahead and respond. You've got 5 minutes. And Joe Hell is here. Hi, Joe.
It's the part where everyone goes, I'm here.
Kinda, not so bad.
Herb Manifold.
If F
I don't think I'll ever forget that name.
Manifold,
Herb Manifold.
huh? Any word on when the heavy-duty orange nitrile gloves are back in stock?
No. If you are waiting on any type of PPE equipment,
Herb is here.
find
Herb's
something.
here.
Breaking
Cool.
news.
Herb's here.
Find something else that's comparable. Find a different size. At this point, if it has anything to do with PPE, it's all up in the air. We are on our manufacturers every day, and they're sending what they can when they can, and then when it gets here, it's gone. So it's kind of luck of the draw.
Yeah, I've
We-
literally been washing my gloves while I'm processing, like
We
way more than I normally
We
would.
inactivated like 100 items of basically just
Yeah, that
gloves
was a pain.
the other day.
Oh.
Just because we don't know when they will be back.
Elliot
There are-
there.
What's
there
his
are-
last name?
Elliot's here. Elliot Hoofs. He just responded.
Cool. So there are some gloves we have an easier time of getting, some that we don't, but basically just look on our website at waltonsinc.com, look through the items. If they show in stock and you can see a quantity there for them, find something that is going to work, just because everyone's having issues with gloves and that doesn't change for us. So
Yeah, no, and I've literally, since this whole thing has started, I've not been this good at glove management, and I've been literally washing gloves in between, like when I'm moving from thing to thing, so I don't pull off and throw out gloves for no reason. Usually I look like, it looks just like a disgusting
there was a
massacre of
yeah.
orange in there. Like, it's usually insane, but I've been using so few gloves, or trying to at least. All right, couple things. One, a while ago we had Patrick choose his favorite comment, and we gave that person a win at some point.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go back through and pick one other person. So if
Say
you
something
left,
funny.
if you left something funny or are about to leave something funny, you may still win.
Well, it may just be a really good question.
It's probably not going to be a really good question. It's probably
With
going to be
Patrick, it's
something
probably
really
gonna be
funny.
funny.
Reference
It's
something
probably gonna be
that I
something
like, or you know.
Tablet.
No, sorry. But as always, guys, thanks for joining us. Since we've started doing this, we love doing these. First of the month is always a fun day for us. It's weird this one fell in the middle of the week. They've been falling on Mondays or Fridays for the past 6 or 7 months. So it's fun doing it in the middle of the week. Breaks up the week nicely. You had great questions today. Hopefully we did a good job answering them. Hopefully we didn't leave anybody hanging. If we did, go to meatgistics.com, log in, create an account, post your question. We'll go ahead and answer it to the best of our abilities. A lot of the times there, we could probably give you more detailed information than we can just talking, because it's easier to think of things when you're typing instead of in front of a camera.
Well, that and too, and when we're on the live stream, we're trying to get an answer out like quickly, versus on Meatgistics, we can take the time to just fully answer.
Has
something.
nothing to do with the fact that we're drinking up here, though, right?
No.
Nah,
Nah.
definitely not. Definitely not. So yeah, we're gonna draw one more winner. We'll contact that person. I will contact all the other winners tomorrow. And do you have anything else you want to say?
I think I already know which comment Patrick's gonna pick.
No,
Well-
he's been tipped off to my favorite band, so I know about it. Kirk already ruined it. So.
So that person's not gonna win.
No, definitely.
You will not be pandered
They're too much
to.
of a power user.
Patrick will not be pandered to.
It was Joe Hell.
Was it?
Yeah, they're too much of a power user. He already gets a bunch of stuff.
He really doesn't.
Joe, you're gonna have to come up with something better. Yeah, he doesn't. Like he gets preferential treatment and attention.
If I know their first and last
because he's
name,
so
they're not
active,
gonna.
But he doesn't like get stuff.
I'm going to kind of demand that Joe wins this if it's in there because, and let me explain why. There was a significant difference in Meatgistics usership, how the logged in users acted from before and after him. Parksider was definitely the first heavy user. But once Joe shared his story and what he liked to do, it got much more like personal and friendly.
Yeah.
So Joe, even if they don't pick you, I will send you some.
I'm good with that.
Cool.
No,
No,
that's not how this works.
Patrick is cold-hearted and dead inside. He is not doing that. I feel like you should switch the camera to you as you're doing this because
He looks very,
very intense.
intensive.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's not
No.
joking around. All right, but no.
Okay.
Let's end it.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Ending.
We
See you guys
appreciate
next
it.
time.
See ya.